13th day of the Twin Dragons. It had been 2 weeks since Serenity and her guard departed from the village of Baikingu at the request of her father, Hexen Blackscale. After traveling through multitudes of cities, including the most recent passing by the city of Takashi, but not entering in due to the danger of the storm, the party passed through a few days of the weather and made their way, finally, to the capital of Bobano. Now, finally, all together again in the city that they had hoped to finally reach a little sooner than they had, planned on, but thankfully made it in decent time. The party makes their way to the mid-center of the capital, the lower parts of the end, kind of the ghetto of the city itself, where they find Serenity's adopted uncle, brother of Hexen Blackscale, Darix Copperhead, who is less than enthusiastic of their arrival as they approach and are greeted with the angry and somewhat bedside-mannered-less personality that is her uncle. Now, being their guards pushed away by Darix to go and wait as they conduct their business with Serenity. Serenity sits between now her uncle and the sudden astral projection of her father appearing inside the meeting room with them, which to Serenity is commonplace, as he has apparently discovered some way to do this, though she is unaware of it. So, Serenity, as your companions wait for you inside the Furback Tavern branch that is here in the city, you sit between now a very upset-looking copper dragonborn, his clearly eye-patched eye damaged to the point where the eye patch only covers the eye itself, to the point where it doesn't hide much, but you can at least, see the fact that it is swelling up in anger, as it does tend to bleed a little out of the patch itself when he is angry. You are used to him being less than enthused when he has conversations with you or your father, but this has definitely put him over the edge, so to speak. As your father kind of gives him just this stare of uninterest, not really caring, that he clearly can see the disturbedness of his brother. Now, if you would not mind us getting to a conversation that can be properly had, brother, then we will have this over with and done. Aye, that would be the most acceptable situation, wouldn't it? So get on with it and let me be to my business. What is this new idea? I get it. Bad things are occurring. They've been occurring for the last years. What's so new now? Sorry. Still recovering. The throat is always the last thing to come back. As I said before, though the war has not been officially established, with the sudden disappearance, which is the current history they're saying, of the royal procession that was heading towards the eastern parts, the idea of a war is not so far off now, which means we need to establish some kind of quick and easy transportation for our goods before all of the paths are shut down. So you decided to send this little wench, yet again, who I just saw 2 weeks ago, and deal with me again. Like this couldn't be done through pigeons. I didn't want to risk any knowledge of our transportation methods. Surely you understand the cause for discretion during these hard times. Fine, so what's your brilliant plan now? Well, I think our best bet is to go with transportation via the sea. And as he is talking, all of a sudden his appearance starts to wither and vanish before he finishes the conversation. Is this part of what's supposed to happen? I didn't think so. Great. Well, he said his piece. That's all I care about. I don't want to talk to him anymore. Besides, that magic mumbo jumbo he was doing doesn't sit right with me anyway. Hated that he could just appear in my house. No privacy. What is this world coming to? Why are you still here?
The conversation was quite over, and I have no idea what he wants me to do next.
What you're going to do is you're going to sit and wait and be your little pretty self in my tavern, get me some customers while I go down to the docks and try to figure this out. And then I'm going to send you to those said docks and do the discussion for me, whoever I choose to be working.
Told you.
Wait, he's going to send her to the docks for all of
That's all you're good for. Now get, while I do business.
Such a close-knit family.
Wait, did we fill Philip in on what happened last time?
No, you did not.
Okay. I think we should.
Previously on.
Right.
While you were gone, there seemed to have been some goings-ons in the northwestern parts of the country. So when you guys made your way to Takshi in the last episode you were here in, before you could arrive there, you did catch up with the three giants that had done the slaughtering. However, they were instantly killed, except for one of them, by a pack of what appeared to be wolves being led on a leash, so to speak, by whoever is running the show for them. So whoever hired them wanted to get rid of them.
Awesome. But
and
you were a dick.
prior to getting the
You
information,
didn't get gang raped, but
prior to getting all of the information out of the giant that you guys wanted, the half giant, your character decided to snipe him in the head before he could finish his conversation.
And your eyes were glowing red.
Oh yeah, you were definitely possessed.
That was taken over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Though nobody confronted you
My
about
conscience
it,
is clear.
and as far as you are concerned, they haven't mentioned it, nor do they think anything of it, except you were just a dick.
Yeah.
The only part they could understand was that Up-Ang caught you in mid-conversation with yourself during one night where you were basically upset at the other individual for acting like such an a-hole. Because it didn't do well to cover up what was clearly
you
happening.
weren't sleeping, and I mean,
Yeah,
and then
my night's on
Jared asked you what was wrong.
Chromatic or metallic?
Your dad?
Classic
Now,
possession.
one
He's
good thing
chromatic.
did come
Yeah, he's
out of
a
that is
Blackscale.
we found a bag of holding.
Ooh,
We have a
Speaking
bag
of
of
the
holding.
feats of the gifts of
And
Satan,
Oh,
I'm
wait,
trying to
no,
remember
no,
everything,
story,
but
so
there was one goodie
it
in
just
it
means
for
I
me,
have-
which was nice, which was
I
this
could get with this.
very nice great axe called
Like, what else would
Gorcha!
Did I say that right?
Yes. Gorcha is the term written in Dragonic on the actual axe itself.
So I want to get that checked out.
Sorry,
but then
in
we
giant.
also we got some other stuff. I can't
Yes.
remember.
We got.
Yeah, the bag of holding contained leather armor
Just let
that
the ramp over.
didn't fit anybody but you couldn't wear it since you do no armor thing.
Right.
And then there were multiples of those shiny little blue crystals
Right.
that you guys have been finding around.
There was a frost healing potion.
There was a frost healing potion. There was
Two lesser
potions of
gold,
healings. There was two of that. There was 160 gold that you
Yeah.
guys found.
3 blue gems.
And then there were
It
the
belongs
two.
to one of the three?
Yeah,
He was
pretty
the
much
leader.
he was the carrier of
Okay,
their stuff.
yeah.
And then there were two great axes. One that was fancier than the other.
Yeah.
So
3 blue gems.
there were three. Yes.
Yeah.
One was around the dude's deck, and the other two were inside the bag.
So we want to kind of offload some of that stuff now that we're at this. At the
And there's
city.
still, and you still haven't emptied it. Like you have to find someone who can magically empty it, so you don't know what else is in there.
And I now have identified.
Oh, hey! Look what I happen to have. This lovely great axe. Let's see what it does.
Are we at a.
We're at the furback, right?
You guys are just sitting in the tavern,
Yeah,
so
we're just
now's
at
as
the
good
bar.
a time as any. While like
Okay.
they've been in there now for a good 20-30 minutes, so you've had time if you
this
wanted to
is
identify.
What level?
I believe it's a level 1 spell.
Level
Oh, right. I can pick one more cantrip and one
Say
more
two-
spell.
Okay. So I will identify.
Gorgia.
Alrighty.
Well, I want to identify a number of things. So maybe what time of day is it?
It would be midday, so it'd be about 1-2 o'clock.
Time to fucking drink.
Right?
All right. So we'll
It's 5 o'clock in 3
identify-
hours.
Actually, I want to identify my cloak and his
Great axe.
great axe.
You already identified your cloak.
Shut
But
up!
it's has some curse.
Identify does not identify a curse,
Never mind.
so that's why it's a curse. You don't know what it does.
Right.
I'm gonna
Otherwise, it's no
burn
fun.
that
So the only thing
Your
identify
cloak is
does tell
cursed?
you is that it is cursed.
Have we known that your
Like
cloak
it
is
gives you
cursed the
it
whole
gives you
time?
the origin,
Yeah.
like the concept that
Put
it
on
is
anyway.
cursed. Yeah.
Awesome.
I don't
Makes
know
his
what the
dick
curse
smaller.
is.
So he'll never find out what it does.
That looks the same to me.
Not using it right now, anyway, guys. I mean,
It's adventure time right now.
Yeah, more room in my
Yes!
Um,
I forgot I could pick an extra spell.
I feel so
Enlarge
nimble.
/ reduce. I
Right.
can make myself even
all
smaller.
right, I will identify his axe and the blue gem necklace we got from the.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Either that or
Twice.
old person. No, old person's always-
Take it the Wolfmeister was like cloaked or hooded, or we could tell.
The Wolfmeister was a wolf.
Yeah, we killed
It
him.
was a giant, basically humanoid
Wolfman?
wolf. Yeah,
I
basically a
killed him
wolfman.
with extreme prejudice with a natural 20,
Heyo,
which was
there it is.
lovely.
Yes, he was intelligent, speaking, and quite angry. So you gathered he was the ringleader of the other wolves.
I wanted his
Gotcha.
armor, but unfortunately.
But unfortunately,
Cleve
his
did
destruction
too.
prevented you from being
How
able to
does
question
this
it.
work? Why does it do this? Hit cast that grayed out. Now what? I have to pick one of these.
That's how you can keep track of your spell slots. So if you haven't used any, you can actually unclick them all. So then when you hit cast, it automatically fills one of your slots.
Yeah, by
So
casting
if you cast
it,
a spell, it fills the slot and it just lets you know.
All right. So on your great axe,
Yes.
if you look into that's right, you're using it. So you actually found a vicious great axe.
But you don't know this yet.
Are you gonna share?
Don't
Don't
make
make
me-
me,
going
don't
Let's
make me
say
rage.
I've got more things now. I can now create a bonfire. I can also now
In
make myself
Dungeons
bigger or
and
smaller.
Dragons, vicious great axe. There it is.
Gift
The
of
magic
chromatic
item.
Dragon.
Yes, so it does it in technicality it doesn't actually give you it, but I do it anyway because I think if it's a magical weapon it has it anyway, so why wouldn't it? It does give you a +1 because all magic weapons in my opinion if it's magical has a +1. I
Okay.
don't understand why that would be not the case, but you know, D&D be weird. So it gives you a +1 to your attack rolls and your damage rolls. And then if you roll a 20, and then some DMs will argue this is a natural 20. I argue as long as you roll a 20. So if you roll a 20
Oh,
on the
okay.
dice, that's a natural 20, so that counts.
Right.
Or if you add up to 20, that'll also count. However, I do not count over 20. So if you roll a 20 on the dice,
Yeah.
or if you roll equal to directly 20.
So
like,
nat or a
B
Oh, if I go
number
over 20,
if you go over
yeah.
20, you
Okay.
bust.
That's fair.
B number 20.
But if you roll a natural 20, that also counts.
So then my attack bonus goes from a +5 to a +6.
Correct.
And my damage goes to +6 from +5.
Correct. And if you roll a 20, the target takes an additional 7 damage.
Yes, I do see that on here. So I do +4 damage instead of +3. Nice. Nice.
So yes, your natural 20s have now become much more dangerous. So not only do you crit, but you also get the bonus +7. And because of your great weapon master, if you crit, do that. So it
Dude,
also
that'd be a
so
wallop.
something I should also tell you.
Yeah.
Crits are automatic hits in D&D rules, which means even though you have a -5 to your roll, if you roll a critical hit with that -5, it still automatically hits.
Gotcha.
So you don't ever have to worry about negatives if you rolled that natural 20.
I gotcha.
Kind of like when you're attacking a dragon and it's got like a 30 armor class because it's an ancient dragon.
Correct.
You can roll a crit
So,
and you will hit it. even if you
Basically,
don't
I
add
would
it
say,
to
basically
30.
now your crits do an additional 22 points of damage, not counting the fact that it's doubled.
That is a bit crazy.
So yeah, It's pretty vicious.
So back to the story. As I'm walking out, I kind of mumble to
Wait,
myself.
what about the
Oh, the
I just have
gemstone
this
is it is identified as a space sapphire. That is its actual term. It's in the if you go into your items, you can actually find it in manage inventory. It is called a space sapphire. In most games, it has no special ability. However, in this game, you will discover later in whether or not it has an ability or not, because it is based solely on whether or not you cast or you do certain things. It is a magical based item. So you will notice if you decide to basically if you choose to wear that, the necklace version you
Star
found.
Sapphire?
If you choose to wear that and like as a one of your 3 magical items you can attune to, you will later discover what it does when you cast a spell. But it is not
cursed.
something you can identify. It's more something that happens when you use it. So because it's not actually a description.
You want it?
It's not actually a description. It's more of just
I cast more spells than you. I
a
think.
catalyst, so to speak, of what the gem does
Yeah.
when magic's cast
Give
with
it
it.
the magic use.
But it might be.
I'm about to say, I cast
Might be cursed.
Could be.
Oh, it's true.
Is it cursed?
No, it is not cursed.
Okay. Okay, so how do I give this? I just
Well,
delete
you
it
should-
from my gear or what?
Who has the least amount of goodies? Do you have any goodies at all?
She has the armor.
Oh, you have the armor. Right?
I do
let's
have that
see,
staff.
You
But
gotta
it takes me to
Okay.
the weird death bird.
Which is
dimension.
I'm
all
going too
part
far.
of a sub.
Could you use
Yeah.
that
Set
Star
of adventures.
Sapphire necklace?
I also have a penguin's dagger
Yes, because
still.
I have a
I
lot
don't.
of
I don't
spells.
think I gave that away.
Okay,
No,
well,
you have
let's
that.
give it to.
Yeah, aside from the leather armor
Sure.
you gave me, my focus is a spring of mistletoe, but that's for my druidic focus. I just have the potions that we all share and literally the basics of
Okay.
adventuring.
Well,
here.
then take
So the other
whatever the hell it
3
is.
gemstones, are they similar?
Correct. Yeah.
Oh, so then you can give it to all 3 of
You
you.
each have one.
But you, like
It's
I said,
not a necklace.
until you cast a spell using it as your focus.
Oh, as your focus.
Yeah. So basically, you use it as your focus to cast a spell. That's basically my version of the description. And it'll defer basically on what spell you cast.
So nothing about it per se is special until you cast a spell.
Correct. It all depends
It
on what
doesn't give you
spell
any-
you cast.
yeah.
So,
But so all 3 of them can have one.
correct. So
Alright, well,
depending
there
on
you
what
go.
spell you
Problem
cast, it'll
solved.
have a different effect.
Would be interesting. I think that's a no-brainer.
So the necklace, Star Sapphire gear. Just remove that out of here.
I'm about to say, how are you supposed to attune to it when it's not an actual wearable item?
I will have to put that into your D&D Beyond later. But basically,
okay.
because I didn't know when you guys would be putting those in there, so but I can do that later. But yeah, so basically, I will put that in your guys' items later. Really, the only reason I'll put it in there is just so you can remember that one of your slots is taken up, because I won't write actually in it what it does, because that's supposed to be in-game discovery.
Mm-hmm.
So
All right, I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling pretty kick-ass.
So as I'm leaving out the room, I kind of mutter under my breath with a newfound confidence in myself.
roll a stealth check.
Yeah, I figured.
Shit.
Who's holding the bag of holding?
I haven't decided that.
I don't think anyone's decided who will be the carrier.
Do you want me to carry it just so I can type it all in?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, why not?
You're good
Fine
for
by
it, right?
You like stuff. I do.
Right?
14.
You like taking things.
14.
Pilfering. Going through them.
Ooh. I was thinking the same thing. Now get out.
He just doesn't like you.
I'm tempted to just go, yes, your highness.
So as the door closes
kind of
behind,
hoping he would just play along.
you see your 3 companions kind of observing and looking over a bunch of junk on top of the table in front of them.
They walk over. What you doing?
Enjoying my new axe.
Watching
And
him
I'll
enjoy his
giggle
new
like a
axe.
little girl.
I'm just watching him enjoy his new axe. He's really into
I am.
it. That was the meeting.
He's kissing it a minute.
You missed the good stuff.
I'm sure I did. It was tolerable. My uncle is a bit of a
Yes, we picked that up.
So until he calls for you, he's basically told you to stay in town until he has an idea of what he's going to do for the partnership with a crew. Because now he has to find a crew to hire.
So most likely we have some water travel. And I think he just told me to pick up a shift here.
You allowed to do that?
I mean, it's all owned by my father, and I work at the other ones. I think I can handle a simple waitressing shift for an evening, unless there's something else we need to do.
Right, but I'm saying like
Technically, there's a
he's
few
not,
things.
He's not
Yes.
your dad, so he's not actually your boss.
No, but the tips are sure nice.
Unless your dad and your mom like told you to. Just tell me the fucking
I just know that the whole bunny thing tips well.
It was quite big back in the other town. Granted, that was your hometown, so they really knew. Do what you want. I mean, we are kind of supposed to be protecting you, so we just need to know what you actually plan on doing. And if you make me hang out at a bar all night, I can tell you what I'll do.
Well, it all depends on what you need to do. I know somebody says something about getting what appraised.
Well, now we have some stuff to sell, and then we have to go to one of the armors or something.
There are two priests you have to go visit, basically, is the short end of it.
Suki
There's the Suki and the Dirge temples.
Suki, the dragon priestess, and then
So
the
we should
Dirge.
do that. Get that off. And I thought we had to go to like a merchant's place or something.
It's okay,
Because
potato.
you were given a gift by your brother
It's okay,
to
potato.
go to a local smithy and try to basically get a discount on some good items or potential good items.
Except maybe a deer.
Literally nothing there.
You also
What
got a
was that?
disguise.
What was that?
And there's
Oh,
another
potato.
great axe, or two great
The
axes.
other great
beside
axe
this.
is a regular one, so we had two to sell. The one I had, I don't think I need a backup axe.
And
Exactly
to make it
what
part of the
Somebody who needs a
storyline.
backup axe would say.
And to make it part of the storyline instead of just handing each other whatever. It's like, oh, what is that blue stone?
Oh, yeah, he's got
Pointing to the star sapphire,
He's been
making
digging
it
through.
part of the story.
He's been digging through the
Oh,
satchel.
yeah. You here, take it.
What?
And basically, all of
It's
us
a
magic.
necklace, by the way.
Oh, well, that's very pretty. Does it do anything? 'Cause-
I'm pretty sure you can cast.
oh, it's just like the mistletoe I have. And I pull out my focus, which is the little mistletoe.
Well, I've got my source of magic, so I can't really question it.
Well,
Oh, this
here's
is-
one for you too.
Shit. Okay. Cool.
I put it on.
Hey, thanks. I like swag.
Now, no, see, now I gotta find a blue
But
gem to
yours
put
is
on
not
this
a
necklace.
Yeah, I
I
was
was
My
gonna
D&D necklace.
put it in like a breast pocket
Did
or
I make a
something.
blue gem? I
All right, puppy.
did not.
All right, so where are you guys going to head first then?
Hold on, potato. You are
Well, if it's still in the
tearing
middle
up
of the
my
day.
legs. Oh,
So wait, something.
bless you.
So Uncle has something for us to appraise. You said we need to go to an armorer because of what her uncle said. What was that?
No, his brother gave you guys
Oh.
a discount code basically for a smithy here in town.
Ah.
Basically as a way of
Well,
thanks, and also so he could let the individual know to basically come and visit the town.
Right.
'Cause he
We were
can't.
supposed to drop something off. Remember?
Yes, a letter. You
Yeah.
were given a letter to drop off with you.
Right.
Bless you.
That's
First the dog, now me.
Blessings upon you.
Cute.
I mean,
So
We
let's
could do
take care
that.
of
At
that
some point,
too.
I would love to take some iconic
Ah!
lessons. I want to learn.
Quit sneezing on me.
how noble of you. We have talked to quite a lot of dragons lately, so I will give you that. And do we want to do the letter first? Do we want to go?
Yeah, let's
off?
do the letter.
We'll take care of your brother's business.
Let's finish this, what you call it, a side quest?
Side quest. Yes.
To the sides we go.
Oh, to Granji.
Breaking the fourth wall all over the place.
Is this Granji that we're going to? The letter from Upti?
Yeah.
Glad someone is.
I
I try a little bit, but
I
I'm
was,
so
and then I
shit.
stopped because I had
Shrug.
so much in front of me, and I had like nowhere to write.
There's no way. I can keep
So
up with all
you're
the
looking
things.
for Granji at the Hammer's Wake Blacksmith. She takes
That
out her
varies
notepad
according-
now.
Hey, what was the white robe? Is that just a
White robe?
I wrote.
White robe. Trying to think where
It
you would
was.
have.
We got it with the staff and my cloak, or maybe it was my cloak. No, I wrote.
Huh.
Whatever.
Speaking of sneezes, apparently I had tissues.
Whatever.
Who needs them?
That's what your armpit is for.
Well said. Well said.
All right, Granji.
I will share this. One time, the last time I went to Whitewater, as far as I knew, there was nobody around me. And as everybody knows, that when you're outside and the sun is bright, it makes you sneeze.
Yes.
And we happened to like turn towards the direction of the sun, and I'm like trying not to sneeze right in my ex's face. So of course I turned this way. Some employee was booking ass. So that's why she wasn't there before when I had last checked, to make sure that I could sneeze in that direction without sneezing on somebody. And so because I didn't think anybody was there, I didn't even bother to cover it.
Oh,
And because
jeez.
she was hurrying, and who would expect anyone to sneeze at any given time?
Right.
I basically sneezed 100% directly into a stranger's face.
Oh,
Because her height was perfect, where when I like bent my head down, it could not have been like the physics of it all was just, it's like a 1 in a trillion chance. And I feel like the way that I remember and tell that story, she's probably just like, this one fucking time it worked.
Right.
This absolute piece of shit violated me.
Right.
So I'm sure her version of it sounds very different, but also worse. But it's just like, I just try to own it because it's like, I was like mortified. I was like, I am so sorry. And she didn't even barely break a stride. She just had somewhere to be. It's probably best. It's probably for the best.
You know, you sound like you can control it. You know, sometimes these things just happen.
I really didn't think anybody was there. I'm usually much more conscientious of my surroundings and things. It was like, oh, I'm outside. It's a water park. There's no one to my left. There
Really
was.
was.
There's always somebody to your left.
No. If it was a child, I wouldn't
Don't
have
you
given
know
a
the
fuck.
the famous term on your left?
Not near the pool. The pool rules is different, man. Come on.
There's always on your left.
I can't breathe.
Poor girl. So anyways, you can
Yeah,
always
she'll
feel
live.
you can always feel better than I did about if you sneeze and it doesn't go somewhere that it needs to go, because I have legitimately sneezed 100% directly into a stranger's face.
Nice.
I
Yeah.
will forever and always sneeze when the sun is out. It doesn't matter what building I've walked into. As soon as I step outside, sunlight,
I will
Sneeze
sneeze 8
twice.
times.
Yep.
No, I'll do it like. I just won't stop.
You're a multi?
Yes.
I'm
I've
a duo. I
I'm
just
a-
do 2 sneezes ever.
It's like 6.
I'm lucky if it's 1, actually.
one kind of like inside areas, or if it catches me like really well and it's a nice one.
Is it like your
I forget. It's photo something something. It's not photosynthetic, because that's how plants eat sunlight.
Photosynthesis?
Yes, but
Photosynthetic.
it's something like
But yeah.
that. Photo being the light
Sense-
aspect, because
it's
it's
like
something about the way the light
photosensitive.
hits your eyes, and I don't know why it triggers your sneeze reaction.
Something
There's-
about the
there's-
eyelashes. I was
Yeah,
told
there's a
when I
real
was
word
little.
to it.
Did anyone ever ask the Oracle?
Which one?
The Google?
All
right, so- As you
Bye!
guys make your way into the city itself,
That's enough.
Granges.
trying to find some concept of where the shop is pretty much reliant heavily on you. So roll me a survival check, since you are the only one who's been here
All right.
A survival
What?
check.
in the actual city itself. You've only been here to visit your uncle.
I haven't
That-
been around the city.
That would be a 12.
12. Well. You remember where the shopping district is. That is enough to remember where that
Okay,
is, because
see-
that was a frequent hit, so to speak, for a lot of the younger ones.
We can always
Okay.
ask around.
I know
Okay,
it's that
so-
I'll
way.
go ask her.
Seriously, it doesn't cost me anything to do this. I'm just gonna touch each and every one of you, not in that way. Shut up. And give each one of
said it.
you guidance.
You can only do that once because it's concentration.
Really?
Yes. Guidance
It
is,
just says that.
is a concentration spell.
You
got-
can
Y'all
just-
gotta stop doing these
You
so
gotta-
you can do it
things.
to one.
You gotta touch their butt.
I'm short
It's-
enough.
it's
That's all I
Safe from
can
harm,
touch.
man.
I'm
Cup
too
and
short.
sleeve.
That no.
Fully
Now I
charged.
have enlarge/shrink. I actually could make myself bigger. I have enlarge/shrink.
Big rabbit.
Now I can shrink it right on his shoulder with no
There you go.
consequences.
Yeah, there will
You
be
could shrink.
consequences. He'll think you're a bug. Oops.
You could shrink him.
True, make him normal size.
There you go.
Make him giant size. There you go.
Well, that'd be
Make
cool.
the giant
Proper
a
giant.
giant.
Living his true life.
That'd be cool. Or
I'm a real giant.
Continue.
Alrighty. So as you guys make your way toward the western
General
part of the
direction.
city, you are able to find the shopping district, which basically is a large, pretty much a cul-de-sac of shops. It does seem to be a similar design to the shops designs you see in other cities you've been in so far. Though this one has far nicer looking buildings than you've been used to, coming from small towns where they had kind of thatchwork type roofs and one village. Or stop talking while I'm talking.
Sorry. Music.
And then instead of one floor buildings, each one of them seems to be duplexes and designed with the what you can tell is the imperial type roof design, which is basically an oriental design. So it has the triangle roof, but with the kind of ornate designs on the top, made of the hard plaster. But you see a plethora of shops, both in buildings, and you see a lot of what appears to be small little kiosks of small vendors, kind of all just kind of selling what they can. You see a couple selling what appears to be somewhat nice design jewelry, but you gather because they're out here on the street versus in a building, they're probably the lower end of jewelry. Oddly enough, you also do see a professional jeweler's kind of off in the distance at an actual stop. That kind of blows away the concept of what they are creating as jewelry, because in their windows you can see in the glass is like the finest wares of refined gold, and then wrapped around multiples of gems.
Well, I guess we'll just ask
Give
around
you like a slap on your shoulder, like stop it.
later, not now. I guess
Okay.
we'll just ask around.
Not
and
fooling
say,
around. I need to clear.
I
I
am
need
not
to be able to
available.
genuinely say I have nothing.
All right. So as you ask around, Grangees are the Hammer's Wake is a well-known blacksmith. It is not the main blacksmith of this part of this town. That would be the Imperial blacksmith that is basically sanctioned and hired by. But he does have a small smithies just kind of on the outskirts of this little shopping district. So as you go around the cul-de-sac and down what appears to be a long road, his is actually kind of near the midsection of that road. So as you get to the furthest western part of the city, you eventually do come to a similar design to what you've seen most of the small villages. Is a thatchwork, well-made chimney above it to let the heat go out without burning their roof. Open, no window, no walls, smithy, and you do see what appears to be a rather stout-looking half giant, very short, about just the same height as your brother, so much shorter for half giants. He's about 5'9".
That is short.
It's not giant at all.
That's
Um,
like a dwarf
I'm a-
giant.
he is very round and rotund as well. He's a very chubby half giant.
Yeah, right.
I'm a little teeth.
And currently he seems to be just
Yes,
kind of
now.
taking what appears to be a
Wait,
drink
look.
break as he has a small stein in front of him and what appears to be a large greatsword sitting in the chimney itself, sitting in the flames.
And what's his name again?
Granji.
Grand G. So GRAN-JI. Grand G.
Well met, Grand G. How fare thee?
Oh, sorry. Customer.
Quite all right.
Kind of brushes off all the soot. How may I help you today, sir?
I am Uptee's brother, and he
Oh.
asked me to deliver a message to you.
Oh, perfect. Excellent. I haven't heard from him in, probably now 4 months.
Ah,
Glad he's doing well.
yes, he's done very well for himself. I'll hand over the envelope.
Yeah, thank you.
He also said that if we had any needs for weapons or armor, that you might be able to assist us.
Oh, of course. Any friend of T is a friend of mine. So,
Perfect.
I'll read this later. And he just sticks it in his loincloth.
Damn, I was curious what was in it.
Yeah, but read it
You
now.
don't want to read it now?
More than likely, it is private
No.
works.
We should have read it.
But wasn't it sealed with wax?
It was sealed with
Yeah,
wax,
all
yeah.
that. Is there anything that we need? Armor, swords, daggers.
I mean,
I'm fairly well. I'm all right. I mean, I've got 2 daggers and a penguin's dagger and a magical staff. I don't feel like using.
I have leather armor, but do you have any upgraded
Leatherworking is
leather? Perhaps a bit plus one
bit
or two.
less than my skill field, but I could probably work something around.
Not a bad idea.
There is a leatherer down the road,
Ah.
dragonborn fellow. Quite nice. Prices are negotiable. But if you're looking for any metalworking, I'm the one to call. So if you need any blades, or if you need any armor fixed.
How about do you have any finesse blades? I have a rapier, but
So to improve this tiny blade. Yes.
Do it.
I have a few requests for those sometime. What would you like? I could probably work something for you in a couple of days.
well, I need to know the cost, but something that does more damage than 1d8 plus 4.
Is that how you're gonna say it?
Something that packs a punch.
Perhaps I'll punch first.
Something quick and nimble.
That'll cleave my enemies.
Okay, so
So
something
do you have
sharp or
any
something
enchanted
blunt?
weapons?
Enchanted? Oh, magical. I can have them done for you. Yes, I have a good friend who does me a good deal. I create the weapons, he enchants them, and we split the earnings. So I can work out something.
How
like
much
that,
is
yes.
the enchantment portion?
It'll cost you a little extra than my normal metal work will. Let's see, for a tiny blade, a sharper.
Could just enchant this rapier.
Well, if that's the case, I could just send you to my friend then.
Yeah. that would
I
work.
could do that.
But I interrupted. I mean, maybe
He's
do
getting ready to
have
give you a
something.
damn price.
Yeah, maybe you do have something.
Well, if you're looking, I could attempt to improve the weapon you currently have, but more than likely I'd just have to take it apart and reforge it. I think I could give you something stronger for. Let's see, with the enchanting added on, probably 150 gold.
Well, don't
Okay.
forget, you got that 160 that you stole.
Oh, I got.
So,
I'm not gonna forget.
I'll
got
ask
it all
him if
written
he has
down.
any bracers of defense, perhaps.
Looking for some
don't know
kind
how
of
stealthy
bracers
gold
for your arms. Yes,
Oh, I watched you do it.
I understand it is
Stealthy.
dangerous wielding such a great axe without protection. Sometimes you may cut your own wrist.
Yes.
I've seen many a warrior fall victim to it. Yes, I could make you something. Probably cost. What say you to 100 gold?
Done.
Very well then. If you will give me 2 days for your sword, with additional time for yours, I'd say give me 4 days. I could have it done.
Yeah, we can do that. We got stuff to do.
Very well.
Excellent.
Pay you when I get back.
Yes, I will not give them up to payment. So,
Perfect.
all right. As you guys leave Granji's wares,
For the sake of potentially improving armor and therefore improving my AC, would that be better considering I have leather armor to visit the leatherer?
I mean, more than likely,
This
yes.
is
In the way that the blacksmith can improve metal stuff, can a leatherer help me improve my
Yeah,
leathers?
probably.
I'm just making sure.
Let's do it.
I just wasn't sure if,
I
I
have
could,
leather
if
armor,
it
too.
would weirdly make more sense to have the metal guy.
That being
add-
said, if you give them your item to improve, then you would not have your item for a temporary period of time. So if something bad happens in the next 4 days or however long it takes them, it would
That
be
would be
armorless.
Can I? ask-
So it would cost less because you're giving them material, but then you're also risking more.
Yeah.
As long as you don't cause any fights, you know.
Well, you know that's not going
What-
to happen.
What do you
I've never intended that to happen.
Can I ask above tables at the right
Yeah.
So if I just got something enchanted, would it?
It would have been
Whatever
it would have
this-
been cheaper than
would have been-
150.
What's this guy making?
More than likely, it's kind of one of those things I like to surprise when people get the
That's
item.
cool, but
so-
is it worth the?
It will be better than your current sword.
plus an enchantment.
Who knows?
You'll have to
Okay,
see.
fine, good enough. I like it.
But yes, I never make people
Risk it
pay
no
for something
more.
that won't be a better investment.
I think this is the time to do it, right? Because we're going to be going into some deep shit.
So the leather.
Yeah, we can do that. I can get like a cod piece or
Can
something.
you point us toward your leather?
Yeah. Interesting.
Well, and also it
colleague?
wasn't that
She
letter
just picked
supposed
up
to
her
get a
paw
discount?
'cause my hand was
That's
Or
what
he
I
hasn't
That
read
letter,
it
like,
yet.
That's why I thought the letter was supposed to give us a discount.
It did.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, bracer defense for 100 is pretty
Yeah,
damn good.
that's.
I was say you
for
got two
150.
magical items that are 250.
Yeah,
That's
it sounded
way
like a
cheaper
good
than it
deal.
is.
Yeah.
When he said 100, I was like, hell
Yeah, most of the time, in the books themselves, most magical items cost anywhere from 500 to 1,000.
yeah. Yeah.
So
We got the friends and family discount.
Ooh.
Much appreciated, Grand Jack.
5e has always had that problem with magical item costs.
Fair.
That is why I always struggle with that one because I always try to still make it high cost, but not. Oh, I have to spend everything I've earned since getting to this point.
My life savings.
Plus some investments.
Right, and my firstborn.
Yeah.
the
Okay,
black
well,
that's going
would your
south.
friend be able to improve the armor, or possibly just have something better than what you see on me right now?
No, oh, you mean your leather? Yes, the leather worker would be able to work with what you currently have if you wish him to. He is also quite good at making original works as well. So
Cool.
I highly recommend. We work together very often. He usually makes the sheaths for my blades.
Fantastic. All right. Well, I mean, I'd like to talk to
Very well then. Goes over to a piece of what appears to be like a wood and breaks it off of the table, and then uses a dagger to write his name in it.
Nice.
Show this letter to him, and he might give you a discount.
him. Letter. All right. Absolutely. I will show him this letter.
Thank you.
Off we
All right,
go.
let's head off to the leatherer.
Alrighty.
Is that a tanner? Is that literally just the person?
It's
who,
a tanner.
Right. Okay. I was gonna
Yeah.
say. I know that that's somebody who does something with leather, but I don't know if it's the same as a like leather armor.
All right. So as you go down,
It's her.
Sorry, baby.
It's not me.
you see a picture of what appears to be
Did I
a
put her down?
like a basically a sprawled out bear fur as the
Thanks,
sign
you okay?
itself.
Promising.
Potty.
Promising. I like it.
You bury your dog in
It is
Might do them all good to go out for a moment.
Okay, I'll take it.
it is currently
Come on, assholes.
decently
Come on,
busy
tail.
actually. As you
Yes, we
walk
go.
up to it, you realize unlike the thatched kind of makeshift roof of the other one, this one seems to be more official business with the two-story building. So it definitely seems to be a more popular storefront. As you see,
None
it
of us
appears to be
adults, but hey.
3 different coloration
Platformer.
dragonborns waiting outside what appears to be a line.
I'm sorry.
A line.
There's a line at this tanner. They are apparently a popular leather worker.
Well, I'd like to believe it speaks to the quality of it. Shit, it's gonna take a while though. I mean, what your weapon's gonna take at least a day,
Go, go, go.
We have 4 days
Go, go, go.
right?
between us.
Go, go, go.
So,
Go pot.
shit. All right. Well, I don't know. I might just have to wait in line here, unless you guys won't mind waiting with me.
How long does it look
yeah.
like? the
Do we have any
lights
idea?
From what you can tell, looking at the 3 people individually, it looks like there's another 4 inside, so about a 7 wait. But you notice they're not seemingly. It doesn't look like people who are walking out with items. It most looks like they're all just placing orders.
Okay.
So it probably won't take too long.
And would there be? I might even try to like take the piece of wood out and like see if I can like wave it at the guy and just be like,
You can't actually see him from where you're standing on the outside.
Cutsies.
The line itself is outside, so you'd have to be able to get in. It's a single door kind of situation.
Okay.
So
I wasn't sure if there's like a window I can like.
there's a window, yeah. If you, it's one of those things where it's like a walk up steps to get to the front door. So it's like almost like a, I'd probably say 4 foot of steps,
Okay.
and then you actually get to it. So the window is a little high up, but you could probably jump up and get see, if you want to do. I don't know if you want to jump up in the middle of the city or make people look at you like, why is he jumping up and down?
Is that jeweler near here?
Yeah, the jeweler is just down the road in the cul-de-sac of shops.
I think I'm gonna skip down there if you want to hold a place in line.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll just stay here. Honestly, this
And
might take me a minute.
I want to see what they'll give me for that. I have one more blue gem.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Star.
Yeah,
Star Sapphire, yeah.
She had
do you
the
know-
necklace. I gave you one. I kept one just in case I want to cast through it. And then there's one
yeah.
more.
How do you
There
know
was
that it-
3.
There's 3 plus the necklace.
There was a necklace there was a necklace wrapped around one of the bird folk, and then you found 2 more with
there's
these
2 more. Never mind.
with these 2 guys. There was
Never mind.
Okay, I was gonna say, I was like,
Yeah.
if you really
I
want to sell
wrote
it, I was
down-
like, who knows? Maybe it would make sense. It would be like fucking awesome.
I'll keep it. I think.
I don't know if that's how Bergman works, how you summon him, but like maybe you can use the stone to make him like extra food. Just a thought.
Give him a hat.
That's all the gem does. He just has a fucking cool hat now. Bergman, you fucking rock! Yes,
I love you, French.
yes. The hat doesn't come off when he flies.
And whenever he lands,
Holy shit! it's
whenever he
so
lands, he goes like
entertaining.
this.
God. Where'd that hand come from? Holy fuck! I mean, you could always go get it appraised and just see if they can tell you more about it. I don't know how you learned that
Sure.
stuff. Didn't you cast a spell to like
I-
learn about the jewels?
Yeah, it didn't tell me a whole lot about it. It just says we can cast spells to it.
Okay. I mean, I cast magic. That's fine.
I would like to go figure out how to learn a language. I don't know.
so for that there is a library,
Or a tome if I can buy it.
but it'd be in the same location basically, unless you just want to find some local guy who speaks the language and see if
There's
he'll.
an owl man named Duolingo. He will teach you.
But it'll cost you per month.
He will annoyingly remind you about your lessons.
But there is a public library that is at the far end of the other side of this road. That pretty much before you reach the Heavens Lift. Oh, right, you haven't heard of that either yet, because you were the one who actually told them about it. The Heavens Lift is basically a giant gondola that goes from the bottom part of the lower part of the land to the actual tops of the mountains, where the actual imperial family and palace is. So this whole part is just the city where everybody lives. Only imperial members of the guard or the royal family are allowed at the very top. You have never gotten there, but you and your friends attempted multiple times to sneak aboard it.
Sure. Yeah.
So,
Well, hey, we've got my Captain Stealthy here now. So.
I'll
And
make
she can shapeshift.
but yes, there is a library right before you reach the
I'll
gondola.
make my way to it, keeping my eye out for any background.
Roll me a perception check.
Is this passive perception?
This
Or
would be
what?
no. If you're actively looking for coin purses, this would be a active
not bad.
attempt.
That'd be a 9.
A 9.
Is this just going to be a thing now that every time somebody rolls the die on the hard table, we make eye contact knowing that the sound is peaked on the microphone?
Sorry, I can use.
No, you're fine. It's like this funny
Or
thing we
my
do now
It's
because he
already
knows it peaks on my thing, so it's just like eye contact.
Unfortunately, it does not appear to be anybody
Potato,
who's
potato,
outwardly
potato,
wearing their
potato.
coin purses.
Potato!
Oh, the snot. No, thank you, honey. Go back over there. She wants you so bad.
Right. So as you appear,
Oh, I'm sorry, baby.
Did you get around?
She could.
Nope.
Potato!
Nope.
This way.
We're gonna come
There
to
you
court.
are.
There you go.
There you are, potato.
If you call her Minxie, she'll come.
Minxie.
Still learning her name.
No,
Wait,
she's
was she
doing-
always Minxie?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she's almost 4.
Get
I
my
didn't know if you
jacket
were
on my
Minxie.
neck.
No, I wouldn't do that to her. I just said she's my potato.
Did they go?
Huh? She didn't poop, but she peed. So she'll still fart on you.
At least it's kind of filtered by the diaper.
True.
Yeah.
There's also just
It's-
saving
it's-
little bits
She's
of
got-
each one.
I-
So
You could put like a
She's
potpourri
having
pouch
period
in there.
farts.
poopery.
You ever smell a period fart? They're pretty nasty.
So,
the
as you
diapers
approach,
that
you
are
eventually do come to what appears to be a large sign, but it has kind of a grouping of books separated in it to identify it as the library. It is a 4-story building. Stands out much above all the other buildings you're next to before you reach the kind of higher up Imperial's buildings. And it has what appears to be a pair of 2 Imperial guards clad in like their full silver grand armor, standing right outside the doors itself. They just kind of look you over, but don't actually acknowledge. Like they're not
Okay.
stopping you from entering; they're just
Oh, okay, I'll
staring
just
as you
go
enter
in.
in. They appear to just be the
You hear
guards.
me?
Cool.
So you gather there are probably important books here.
Come
So-
on.
Got it.
Just for clarity's sake, who has gone where? Because I'm fine with staying in line by myself. It's just a me thing.
You're there with the tanner, and I'm guessing with him
Okay.
because he hasn't announced where he's going.
And then
He walked
she's-
off to go to
She's definitely
the
working her
library.
shift.
No, I've been following you
Yeah,
guys.
she
Okay,
followed
I'm just
you,
double-
so
I was
she's
double
with you.
checking,
guys.
yeah.
Only one of you is separated.
Well, so we have to.
So us 3 are in the tanner line? Because
Yeah.
y'all could have gone to the library for all
No, I'll go to the library.
Okay.
I
I'll stay
know-
with you.
I have no need to
Okay.
wait in line. No
Alright,
leather armor
so-
for me.
As you two arrive at the library, you see it is not overly packed. You do see a couple of Dragonborn kind of just dispersed out throughout the bottom floor. Probably about 4 people that are in this bottom part. And then there is a large kind of circular metal staircase that is in the far left corner of the room that seems to be going up toward the other floors. But it's up to you. There is what appears to be a bronze dragonborn clad in a very fine blue silk robe behind the large table in the far kind of bottom western part of the as you walk in, basically directly to your left.
Okay. I'll go up to him. Hello, friend. I'm interested in learning.
As they look up, you see a little tiny monocle around one eye. Oh, hello. Yes, a book. Yes. What book may I pray help you with finding?
Maybe you could sort of lead me to the correct one. I'd like to learn your language.
Oh, lovely. Yes, we always
Or-
look forward to new people learning it.
Or someone to mentor me.
Well,
Well, if you get started, I can teach you after.
now here's the question. We do, of course, always wish people to learn the natural way. However, for a slight fee, we could magically educate you. It would be much quicker. You'd instantly understand the language. However, it does cost a little bit.
How much?
Well, for just one language, it would be
Easy.
100 gold.
That killer instinct, don't you?
And then for the book, if you just wanted to buy a teach yourself book, it would be 10 gold.
How long would that take?
That depends on you. Most of the time, learning a new language depends on how often you take to rest and how often you take to use it. So during a short and long rest, you're able to use the book to educate yourself. And after a specific amount of rests, you will learn the language. So for learning,
Child.
basically in this situation, it could take you either 2 weeks worth of long rests. So, not relatively too long, but
It was 100.
for the instant learning, yeah. So 2 weeks worth of long rest. So having a long rest every day for the next 2 weeks, you'd be able to learn it. If you dedicate your rest to that, which means you would also get less benefits from a long rest. So instead of getting all your HP back, you would just get your spell slots back. That kind of thing. So because you're basically taking your rest to read instead of rest.
Hmm.
So you get your spell
Just
slots
spend the
back,
100 bucks.
but you wouldn't
Yeah,
get your.
I will spend the 100. How about this? I would be interested in learning. You could magically imbue me with the knowledge of your comic book. Could you throw in a book on giant for the 100?
Roll me a persuasion check. 23. Yes, I think that would be acceptable, especially during such odd times that we are living in right now. Yes, that wouldn't be an issue at all. Let's see if I could just find. And then your name would be. Need to write it down in my book. Jareth. Okay.
Lay down.
No family name. Roll an insight check.
Something
I'm about
sketchy
to say
with my name.
What's he gonna do? He's gonna like
he's
steal
secretly a fae.
your identity online.
7.
He seems like he's just doing his job, asking if someone has a family name. It's not uncommon for people not to have one.
Just Jareth.
All right,
There
just
are too many
Jareth.
Jareths.
Well, I've met a few, but I've been around. So
Not too many dark elves.
let's see. All right, that should be it. And then payment, please. All right. Excellent, excellent. Alrighty. Ronley, yes, there you are. Come over here. As you see what appears to be a small dragonborn child, probably no more than 12 years old, kind of running up, of green scale. And they kind of look up. How may I help you? Ronley, I need you
Winston,
to go and grab
shut
me
up.
a book of the giant language, and then bring me a tome of Dragonic. Oh, all right. And he should be back in no time at all.
Excellent. Thank you.
If you'd like, we have a few
Her
sitting
front half
couches
is
over there.
laying
You may
down,
wait.
but then her back
I
half
think
is
she's
up.
trying to get
Please.
down.
And
You
you,
want
good
something?
sir, is there a book I can help you find?
Oh, unfortunately, I do
I
not
can't
have
read.
100 gold. Oh, would that do something?
There you go, big girl.
Would a book?
Can you read?
Yeah, I'm not that intelligent.
What's your intelligence score?
8?
We sure he can read?
It would be difficult,
Oh,
but you can.
No, thank
It-
you.
The way it
Sorry.
mostly goes is if you
I'm
have a
sorry.
negative
I put her
in
down,
intelligence,
not
doing
just
things that
more
require
than-
reading is a lot harder,
right.
but it's not impossible. It's when you get down to like the much lower, like some people roll their stats, so if they have like a 6, which
Right.
means they have a -2, that pretty much usually means they can't read. But it just depends on your DM. But yeah, you can read. It would just be tricky because you don't
I
tend
don't
to do
think
it
there's
often.
anything I would need.
So plus, it also depend on languages you can read. Because if you only know Giant, the question is what other languages do you speak, and what would the language that they would give you the book in be?
Right.
So
That makes sense.
more than likely, they have some books that are written in Giant here, just probably not all of them.
Right.
Girl.
I think I'm good. I'm just tagging.
Alrighty. Well, and then so as you two are waiting at the Tanner's line, it does seem to go down quite quickly, and after only about 10 minutes, you are able to finally get up to the front of the line where you meet what appears to be a green-scaled female dragonborn. Oh, welcome to Nam's Tans. How may I help you?
Can we get
Girl.
back in time for the front of the line?
No, that is you guys getting all the way to the library. It's a big city.
Yes, I was directed here
What are
by
you doing?
the wonderful
What
Brandy,
are
who
you
said that you do
doing?
fantastic work, and I'm looking to see what I can do to improve the armor that I'm wearing, or depending on the cost and the time frame, what kind of armor you may have that is better than what I'm wearing.
She kind of looks you up and down.
Like I'd hold my arms up and give like a bit of a swivel. I do this.
You don't take very good care of your armor, do you?
To be honest, I got it from a secondhand shop, and I don't take good care of it.
Hey, what about me?
It happens. Yes, I could easily make any offhand work I did better than what you currently have on. So just depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for a magically imbued set of armor, that would cost you a little extra, but easy enough to do. I also enchant my own work, so it'll be a special order. Little cost more, but shouldn't be too out of your range if you are shopping in this district.
I also, speaking of price, I have got this letter from Brandy.
Oh my gosh. You got his signature.
Oh shit.
That I did. We really hit it off. He's a
You don't
lovely
need this
chap.
back, right?
That is all. That he said specifically to give it to you.
Oh, did he? Yeah, absolutely. We could definitely work something out. Excuse me. She comes
Nice
back
to be famous.
with what appears to be a like a little piece of like sticky goo. Puts it on the wall. Yeah, I'll get to see it every day. Right. So, what may I make for you today?
I'm genuinely trying to remember. I actually think I should probably just use the app. I don't remember how much gold I have on me, but granted, it probably would be something like pay upon pickup.
You should
or
have
delivery,
about roughly 114 gold.
right, something like that.
Because that's what I had, and I think we split everything pretty equally.
Yeah, we've been splitting stuff, so
I take it
like
you're
to think
keeping your theft money without letting us know.
that's fine.
That's fine.
Because I remember this last time being like, "Where the fuck is my gold on here?" Skills, actions, inventory.
It's
Inventory.
the emergency.
There you go.
Do I
That's
have
fine.
gold listed on? Anyways, I'll try to look for that. But I've found myself in a few more dangerous predicaments than I would have liked lately, and I would like to feel more prepared for those in the future. So, just kind of need something that's a decent enough upgrade from my present condition.
Huh.
Considering you just never know when life is going to throw wolves at you, and what kind of magical they'll fucking be.
Quite understand. Yes. And leather is where you would like it to stay at, correct? You just like leather.
I mean, I sure that's like all I'm. Actually, I don't know that I need to necessarily be skilled. What sort of like encumbrance rules are we playing? Because I'm currently wearing like light leather armor.
Encumbrance does count, except for gold. Gold does not count against you because I'm just.
Because like otherwise, I still don't have much. I just have daggers and then my staff.
The equivalent of what you can carry is based on your strength modifier.
My strength is bad. That's my worst one.
What's your strength at?
I'm at an 8, which makes my modifier a -1.
So basically, then you can carry your weight. So if it's that low, it's usually you can carry your weight.
Okay.
So whatever you weigh.
So would like a better like would I be able to go from light to medium without it being too encumbrable?
If you have so it'll weigh more if you're not proficient in it. So what is does your proficiency allow for medium armor?
Let me double check. No, just light armor.
Okay, so yes, you could wear it. It would give you the same bonuses, but like it would
My movements
weigh you
would
more.
probably be
Yeah.
affected and stuff.
So
Yeah.
depending on how much you're weighing yourself down, eventually your speed could be cut.
Right. Okay. So then I'll just stick with light. But just like I don't know, just however upgraded, but still being in like a very lighter class of armor that you could maybe provide. That'd be best. I need to kind of be.
All right,
I'm
fair
not
enough.
the
Quick
biggest-
on your
I'm not the
feet.
biggest chap.
So would you like a enchantment of quickness then?
Sound cool.
Man, I would love some boots and things.
Did you have like a menu? Is there anything you can, like
Shit.
choose from?
Yes, actually. She pulls out a little tiny book. It's like 3 pages of a book, so it's a little pamphlet. These are some suggestions that I always give out. So if you want to look through that for a little bit, I recommend. I can get any of these done in less than a week. So what it suggests is there are multitudes of different types of armors, mostly all regarding around light and medium. She does not do any heavy armor. However, she can what appears to be make some medium armors through animal hides and through what appears to be some like very light amount of kind of heavier leather working. So she could pretty much make a hide shirt, or she can make a breastplate. Breastplate is heavier, but basically be incredibly heavy, thick leather. So basically, she works instead of a breastplate, she works in leather working. So the only downside of that, though, is that it focuses more on your dexterity instead of actually being defensive. So a normal breastplate would give you a 14 plus dex, but a leather breastplate would give you a 12 plus dex. But instead of a breastplate, which is max 2, which is what you can have as a dexterity bonus, it's whatever your dex is. So,
Damn, no.
however, you can also do that with studded leather. So it just depends on how you want it to go. Studded leather also has that ability of being 12 plus your current dex. So
I mean, the +1 alone, when like my current AC is a 12, so it sounds like there won't be a huge change regardless of what I do. So, tell me about this quickness. Like, does that just make me faster? Does it make me lighter?
well, kind of a little bit of both. So it would make it the armor itself would be lighter, so it wouldn't weigh you down as much. And it also gives you a magical boost to your natural speed. So you're walking, you're running, everything becomes a lot easier with this armor.
Did you ask how much?
It's on the pamphlet.
It says.
When you look at it, and it does look like a swiftness enchantment. So it goes in armor, and then enchantments has separated price. So the enchantment for a swiftness boost is 150 gold, and that's for the enchantment.
Okay.
So whatever the other armor piece also costs, but all of her armor pieces are very affordable. Like the basic leather is only 25 gold, and then like the studded leather is 50 gold. So it's like her regular stuff is very cheap, but the enchantments are higher priced. However, this pamphlet does not count in your discount.
I was gonna say. So then, if I wanted both the enchantment as well as placed into some like studded leather, would that be basically like what you're saying, like a breastplate, or like what would be an entire thing?
Studded
I
leather
just wanna make sure
basically it's your regular leather armor, but it's kind of woven in a couple of like thicker pieces in throughout it, which gives you a little bit more protection. That's how they describe it in the book. So it's a bit fuller leather armor instead of like what you would normally see like with people wearing those like sleeveless leather satchel
Right, almost more
thingies.
like a
It's
tunic or
more of like a
something.
full on tunic kind of thing where it actually has sleeves made of leather and so
Okay,
it
so a bit more
fully
coverage and
protects
it's kind
you.
of thicker,
Yeah.
and then it would have an enchantment on it. And that so the studded you said was 50.
50 gold for the studded leather,
And then the
and then
enchantment is
150,
150.
so 200 with a discount,
200.
which you don't know how much he's
Yeah, I was gonna
discounting.
say 200 before some kind of discount, and then
So
the-
at
the-
best, if it's a half off discount, you're looking at 100 gold.
gold. And then she said certain things could take less than a week. We're only going to be here for so long, so that's because my other question would be like, I'd be perfectly fine with getting like the as much of a shebang as I can with my money. I love the idea of the enchantment, but I'd love to go full steaded like tunic and everything. I'm curious about time frame, as well as if there's any sort of traded value for what I'm wearing upon like me just donating the materials for you to rework your apparently very fantastic skills into.
I can enchant what you're currently wearing. Save you.
Oh, I meant to ask that too, and like a meta level of if I'm currently at an AC of 12, if I upgraded to studded leather.
Wait, your AC is exactly 12?
my
You
AC
have
is-
no dexterity?
I have a +1.
You have a +1. Okay.
I'm saying dex because I'm like mostly intelligence, wisdom, and charisma.
He hangs out in the back.
I'm a warlock.
That's fine.
That's why you got the
I
tank.
just up my dex. to +4.
Yeah, it would
I
basically-
need this armor.
It would increase it by 1, so it would
Yeah.
be 13.
But I would have that speed.
And then you'd
boost.
have that speed boost.
I mean,
So
but
what?
considering it's practically out of a 20 for PCs, the AC typically that like there's only so much you can do until you can get.
Okay,
heavy
so
fucking
just to
armor,
give you an
so-
idea of what it is above game, the swiftness enchantment increases your initiative, so you can add a boost to your initiative, and it also increases your max running/walking speed by +10. So
Okay. That doesn't suck.
so if you're at like 30, it'd be 40, kind of like that, and then
Would that therefore technically that affects my range during combat? My actual movement.
your
range?
movement range, yeah.
Right.
What about rough terrain?
It would just increase your total. So rough terrain cuts your movement in half, so it would still technically increase that.
Okay. I mean, I definitely like the idea of the enchantment for all those reasons alone, of just like speed boost, initiative boost.
However, it does say in the pamphlet she can also just do boost to armor. So if you wanted a +1, a +2, a +3, it just goes up in price. And you can mix and match them all too. If you have the gold, you can add all of those enchantments.
I would just be like, what can I get for 100 gold?
So
And
armor
see what she
armor
says.
enchantment.
I don't even have. It doesn't.
Let's
even
say,
have my
So the way I do it
You
is
probably have like 114 gold.
you can have 2 enchantments on one item at a time.
Okay.
You can have a armor boost to it, so +1, +2, +3, and then you can have one additional effect. So if you wanted to pay the extra money, you could get a plus boost and the swiftness added onto it, but it would cost you more.
Right. Okay. Even just that speed thing alone would be kind of cool. So, how much would just a +1? What's the pamphlet say about how much just like a +1?
+1 would be 50 gold. So
Okay,
it's
that's basically
so
the
it's
same
100
as the
gold.
studded.
So yeah,
I was
but that's with the
could just go-
if you're just enchanting what you're
What?
currently wearing, yeah, it's
Yes.
only 50.
Yeah.
But if you're buying a new one, then it'd be 100.
No, I figure if there's not that, if all the studded would do is give me +1, and that's 50, and then I could just enchant this for 50, then what's the difference? And that way, the only thing I'm wondering is how long it would take. So, like, okay, so
Well,
what
I got 4 days for my braces.
right, so that's it. So what basically what
Not
I'm
like-
thinking is I've got about 120 gold. I would definitely like to do this swiftness. That sounds fantastic. Great call on that. And I'm thinking I want to do like just a small magic boost, so it's a little tougher. How long would it take? Like basically, if I were to have my armor off, I'm a bit exposed, literally. How long would this wait be? Because you had quite the amount of customers in front.
I did. Well, if you wanted to add an extra, say, 15 gold to the total price, I could bump you up a little. But if not, I could have it done for you in 6 days. If you wanted to bump it up, I could have it done in 4 days.
And what would the cost be for a bit of a magical strength and boost, the quickness boost, and just a cutscene?
She looks to the sign on the wall that she currently has.
The signature.
You could
Yeah,
also
the signature. She kind of just eyes it for a while.
you can also just ask her like, what do you got in the back that's already made?
I could.
Maybe she'll give you a
Hi,
longer.
baby. Cool, baby.
Roll a persuasion check with advantage because of the sign.
Wow.
No,
First one was
you
a 3,
suck!
the second one was a 7. You said persuasion?
Yes.
And
10.
fart salad.
That was fart salad. Yes.
Normally, this would cost you around 220 gold, but I'll give it to you for 160.
I can make that work.
Excellent. Payment upon receiving. Otherwise, you will not receive, and I will also call the Imperial Guard on you.
That's a fair deal. I was expecting that as much. Not my first time in the city.
Glad to have you back.
Likewise, very nice to meet you. And
The same.
so I suppose
And if you
Oh,
see,
you already have armor,
if you see G,
so you're good.
give him my regards.
I will tell G that you said hello.
Thank you.
And then I assume I need to leave my armor.
Yes.
You're naked.
For no cost, I'll also clean it for you.
Lovely.
Get some of the pit stains
Just
out.
out of nowhere,
Yeah,
the
with
little,
that,
the
I get
little
a bit
bunny
of
girl
a-
starts laughing,
I do a
and
bit
it's
of
like,
a
"Oh, right,
self-check
she's
and
here
like-
with us."
Right.
It's been worse.
It's only 2
Smells
weeks of
his-
travel.
He smells his armpit and then he's immediately possessed again.
I mean, in fairness, y'all did have a bath a week ago when
Yeah.
you guys were in the last town. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
We got all
don't
And it's
say
been
that.
technically we've been in very cold areas. We have been sweating a lot.
have you ever worn a bunch of clothes in the winter? You sweat a lot.
And the gore that I probably got on myself when I killed the Wolf King or whatever, I'm sure it was magnificent.
Well, that's unusual.
Most people look at your race when you come around covered in stuff and assume it's just
Shit.
tattoos and stuff that you guys naturally put on.
PCs.
No one wants to imagine you're actually covered in blood.
Right.
So,
So I guess we're headed.
All right. So what other missions, submissions do we have?
We need to talk with Suki and we need to talk with the.
We need to make some.
Okay, but let's get some of these missions at least moving along.
now you know.
Can I
Now
say
you are
something
We want to
aware.
pit our
First
familiars
over.
against each other in some kind of weird fucking fighting ring.
You
Can
know.
I
one.
transform and fight?
I no.
Roll me a
No.
history
No.
check.
What, me versus animals? I could
That
take them.
seems kind of cruel. I would never do that.
I
to
mean,
you,
we could develop a small heist.
Holy shit! 22.
So you know there is a fighting ring, not for animals, but there is a fighting ring for
Oh.
individuals where they can wager on themselves and make some money. However, that also means you're wagering, which means if you lose,
I owe one,
you owe money.
and I just gave.
And it is not a fight to the death kind of ring. You do get to live because they want their money.
Sure.
So
And,
there's no
I-
threat of
I-
death from
I
this
did
ring, just debt.
give-
I kind of want to try that though.
And you're like
Yeah, I was gonna figure that out somehow.
That's what I'm saying. Let's figure it out.
Let me go fight. Let me go
let's
fight.
pull off a
Let me go
heist.
fight. When I transform, I get extra health. Let me go fight. I also have healing spells.
Yeah, let's go. Let
Let
the
me
person
go
we're supposed to be
fight.
guarding
Yeah, we're
fight.
supposed to-
Right.
To be
They
fair,
can't. They won't kill me because
it's
they
not a
want the
death
money.
match. I did actually just gain cure wounds through my feet.
I'm about to say,
Because I
and
figured
they
we need
don't
more
kill
than a
you
healer.
because they want the money. So it's not like I'll die.
Why doesn't
Take
he
him.
fight?
I could take
Yeah,
him.
I can fight.
He can fight too. If we end up getting
well-
pinned against each other, we can say, "Hey, let's just
Technically, I
pretend
have
we won."
14 gold.
That's
that
true.
can
I wonder if
spare.
we could like
Rig it.
Or we could go.
be like, oh, I'll
Rip off
fight
the-
that stupid little bunny.
We
Let's
could
do
go
it.
Rip off the jewelry store.
Yeah.
Or just pick some pockets.
Or we could go
I
to
want
the
to go
dirt.
fight just for shits and giggles. I wanna
So
go
you also,
fight.
with that history check, you do know the Church of Dirge is in this bottom part of the city, so that's findable. However, the Temple of Suki is in the Imperial Palace,
Which means we have to somehow.
so
get
you would have to
off.
find a way to get access to the gondola.
Maybe somebody underground
How do we
will
do
have
that?
a way to get
Well,
up there.
I've
Most
got
of
a
the
staff
time, you
of
would need
invisibility.
basically
think
a
we don't
permission
go
slip
too
from
far.
someone of high regard who would have allowed you to go up to the higher end of the lands.
We gotta,
So you need
Figure
somebody
that
in
out.
I think
power.
we
So
should
let's
jump
say
into
underground
anything.
fighting
Since
rings will
the
probably have
staff
a way
takes us
to
to what
travel
is
through the
essentially like
area.
a different,
Right.
it's like
There's
a pocket
probably
part of a
like
dimension.
an intel
where that
thing with
Death Bird
underground
lives.
stuff.
yeah.
I technically
Do
have
we
a
take
little
up
ring.
real space in the real
All right,
world
well,
still?
let's do it.
I
No.
want to go fight. I want to go
So-
fight.
As far as you know, technically, if anybody walks into that thing, they don't keep walking on that same floor. They've
Would
gone
you
to
pick
where
a
you're
spot
at.
and
I have a
sit-
question.
Because I'm just curious if the gondola would be able to take us up there if I were to like be running at it and then like cast it, because then I can't see out of it. So that's the only problem, is that I can't just like, if I know the gondola is 5 feet in front of me, I can just like boop and then strut onto the gondola, but I don't know if I'd be able to travel on because I'm not technically on the gondola anymore. I'm in a fucking different dimension.
No, it doesn't work like that. Wherever you were when you were there is still where you are when you come out of it.
Okay.
So if,
But that's, I guess that's what
It's
I'm
a
saying.
bubble.
Is it a fixed dimension, or would the
it
gondola
seems to be a
carry-
bubble. So
Okay.
basically, you could technically, in theory, walk with it, but you'd be blindly walking.
I wouldn't
But
know if I'm on
wherever
the
you would
gondola.
walk to, you
But-
would end up where you would have ended up had
So
you been in
yes,
that
you
So,
land.
could
state.
like,
take
if
it
he was
up
in a
the
train
gondola.
car and cast the bubble, it would move with the train car.
Correct.
Yes.
So
'Cause the
yes,
staff-
to answer your question, yes.
As far as you know, the staff
Ooh.
is still technically where it was.
I have such a fun idea.
Seriously,
I
I want to go fight.
have.
I do want to break in my new axe. I'm not gonna lie.
Can I find the?
We can
thieves
both go
at Thieves
fighting.
Guild and see if they have any work for us?
Like,
That
I want to
would-
beat the toughest guy
So the
down there.
Thieves Guild is
and
not
say,
so
"This
much a
is-
specific
I'm
place.
the daughter of
However, it
so-and-so."
is commonly visited at that fighting pit. That is one of the main areas that unhanded individuals like to go and wager on things.
Let's go.
Is it hand-to-hand combat, or do you use weapons?
There's two tournaments. There is hand-to-hand tournament and there is weapon tournament. The weapon tournament has to be signed a waiver because you can die.
I can do hand to hand though, because I got magic,
Do you get to keep?
including magic
Do you
weapons.
keep
Magic
what you
is not
kill?
What?
It's a fighting tournament.
Yeah.
Now, if you're doing the weapons tournament, you can use magic.
Oh, well, then I'd have to.
Is
do
there-
the
is
fight-
there
the
like
fighting.
a-
Yeah, I don't know how well you would do or not.
Are you pitted against
Fisticuffs.
equal?
It's whoever signed up. That's-
yeah.
That's why I said.
Yeah.
I want to go
Look,
sign
how about
up.
this? Let's just go look at the fucking list, because if it's empty and all 4 of us sign up, then we can just throw it.
It won't be empty, but yes.
Bunny
It-
champion.
and it's on the way to Dirge, right?
It's not
Yeah.
Close to
death.
Dirge.
It is not. It is a hidden location. It's not public.
Oh.
The fighting pit is not public.
Oh.
That is. It is an illegal fighting pit. That's why I said he knows where it is.
Oh, I have
So you
another.
know.
I have one more question. Is there anywhere we can go to find out what the curses are on our items? Like
You'd have to find
cleric goes to
a
say.
cleric would be able to
I was gonna say
identify.
what I
a
Curse
curse.
of
technically know.
Dirge. Cleric.
You know where the Temple of Dirge is, yes.
So
Okay,
if you
so
go
you-
to Dirge, yes,
so
you can
there's
do
a
that
cleric
there.
there.
Yes, there is typically a cleric
You can go fight?
on duty
One
at
of the
all
only other
times.
things I was wondering too is that I do. Granted, I like the idea of having one of the Penguin's poisoned daggers. Which I believe that's what I have, right?
Yes.
But I just wonder if I would be able to sell that and for how much. I meant to ask the damn blacksmith.
Just sell your ass. You'll make your money that way.
That's
Don't
right.
you have really good
I'm not
charisma?
sure I'd take that.
I mean, we have.
He's
He's got, like, a really good
What are they?
charisma.
As
Infernals.
long as you don't start selling the
Infernals are
bunny.
exotic,
Right.
okay?
We have a.
You would
couple
not hear the end of
more
it from my
daggers
dad.
we could sell.
However, my
What
mother
else?
would probably think.
He
We have
doesn't get
another
to know.
axe. Did we sell the axe?
No.
Another axe?
You probably make more money on the docks because there are less people down in the southern continents that recognize you versus the ones up here.
Actually, that's valid. So I still have my axe, which I will sell.
I technically
will
have.
keep my own.
I technically
potions.
started with 3 daggers. I only need at least 2, so I have 3 regulars that I started with, and the Pingus dagger. So I have shit that I can
All right,
sell
so
too.
I have
we'll
2
go back
daggers I
to
can donate
Gerardi.
to
What's his
your
name?
sale and-
Sure.
and
G-Man.
G-Man.
Sorry.
Not to mention, I might just borrow.
Grudgy.
Grungy.
I'll only have 40
And
after
we'll
this
sell
whole
to
thing.
him.
Fair enough. Okay.
All right.
I genuinely don't know how much gold.
But if you need the 40 for now, then that's fine.
Because I'm going to lose
So
100.
you're selling a great axe and how many daggers?
2 great axes
I'll sell 2 of mine
and
Okay.
2 daggers.
And I
because I don't think I've even used one of mine once.
want to sell my daggers. Or
No, I
keep
think
them
I
and
have.
throw at people?
Let's say, keep in mind, daggers technically could count as ammo because you can throw them. So
I know.
just remember, you're
So if I have
you're
one
giving
regular,
up potential ammo.
if I have 1 regular and 1 pink in the Pingus dagger, that's still 2. That's
But
Technically, yeah. So everything's a risk. It is what it is.
Oh,
How
yeah,
much is
yeah,
a dagger gonna go?
How much?
for? Like
Let's
a
see how much
gold?
he's going to offer.
most
That's-
daggers, yeah, you're probably going to sell them for about a gold, 2
I'm
gold.
gonna keep.
that's. Never
Now
mind.
my great axe, I'll get.
Daggers
some
are cheap to
coins.
make. Most anybody can make one, even if they have a cheap blacksmith.
Okay. How much can we see?
How much
those
for the
other
great
axes
axe?
are worth?
The great axe, both of them, one great axe, your old one, is worth about 15 gold because of how worn and torn it is.
I call that character.
However, the other one you took from the other individual, which was far nicer, better kept, is worth 30 gold. So you're looking at 45 gold for the 2 of them.
All right. Done.
I'll make it up to you afterwards once we get the full
Yeah, that's
pay.
fine.
All right, so both of these. There were 2 great axes in the bag of holding.
Yeah, he just sold both
Well,
because he has the other one equipped.
Yeah.
Ah.
So he took the better one
I
and
thought
sold the other 2.
Okay.
I kept the magic one, and then I had one, and then there was just like a regular
How do you
mundane.
delete shit?
So yes,
You want to go to
It'd be manage
manage
inventory.
inventory.
I will give to the cause.
And then if you go to the item you want to get rid of, just click on it that you already have in your items, and it should say remove at the bottom.
Oh.
So if you click on the item, it'll give you the description, and then you can remove it.
There you go. All right, that's
Cool. So
now.
that's got at least you enough money to get your stuff. Right?
That will do.
All right, so now are we going to the dirge? Are we going to
Fight,
the fighting pit?
fight,
Yeah,
fight,
If we don't
fight.
need the money, we don't have to go to the fight.
Fight. Y'all have more money
Or
than me.
or we could go to the fighting pit and just scope out.
Let's go to the
The
fighting
Thieves
pit.
Guild,
Fuck
man.
it.
Apparently
Here we
everyone
go.
wants to go to the
Everybody wants
fighting
to
pit.
fight.
Well,
Let's
then
go.
consider the fact that you gave me some of your money payment for me telling you where the fucking fighting pit is. Because if you guys get hurt, yes, I'll cure you, but it's your own fucking faults.
I can heal myself.
I didn't say I was gonna fight. I just said
Yeah, but you're not.
So we'll
kind of
go-
unstable
we'll go and
characters
we'll
you're
look
going
at
to
the
piss off by
roster.
trying to loot them.
I'm not gonna loot anyone there.
Sure, that's exactly what you said last time.
Nothing
Yeah.
like stealing from the Thieves Guild.
Yeah,
That'll
here-
go over
No,
real well.
No, I want to get work with the
children.
Thieves Guild.
Hakuna Yotatas.
Let's go to the
These are
lovely
my topics,
pit.
okay.
To the pits.
No.
Alrighty.
Pits.
So, as you all follow and
Everyone's
finally
against
reach,
He's like,
as first you all join together again, since two of you had separated to go to the library. Eventually, you all come back together again, and following your individual who knows the underworkings.
the one-horned, armorless friend.
It's like walking.
Yeah,
around
going
in
to
his
the fighting
underwear.
pit with
I'd
an
like to
armorless.
think I have a cloak
Yeah,
or
this is
something.
gonna. I love this.
Yeah, you look bad. And not bad in a good way.
I'm trying so hard to look cool.
I'm clothless, hoardless. This is not how I expected this day to go.
Quiet.
Clubs.
All right, so
pizza.
You go baby.
Why does
as you go,
stand off the chair?
She's not always the brightest.
as you go to the kind of more middle class area, so instead of like the ghetto you were in and the nice area of the shops, you are led to the far western corner of the town, and there your individual friend takes you to what appears to be a building that is best description would be in use, as the majority of it seems to be a large apartment with what appears to be multiple tenants all living in the same building. And at the very front of it, there is a small staircase that goes down into the basement. As you walk in, and before you can even walk down halfway the stairs, you are stopped by an unknown force.
What?
Basically, an invisible barrier prevents you from entering into the basement itself. As you look down, you can see just a plain, what appears to be a basic stone-designed basement, but it just won't let you keep going. You are aware of this, Bill, as it is the casual preventer of anybody entering into where they shouldn't be. And as you know the password, or at least you know the old one, you speak it. The password is Dolores.
Dolores.
A head pokes out of the invisible barrier. Oh, you're old, aren't you? What happened to your horn?
Did you?
Very long story.
As
Happened to
even though
share.
the password seemed not to work, it got someone's attention who was standing directly behind the barrier. As an infernal of green-tinted skin pokes his head out, and you recognize this individual
Friend.
as Dania, Dania. He is basically a guardsman for this area. He has always been at this fighting pit as long as you've known him. Even when you were kids, his dad worked here as well as a guard, so he kind of basically inherited the job. I didn't think I'd see you again. Didn't you die?
That's what I've heard. And yet here I am. Yet with one less horn. Interestingly related, yet
Your
not.
3 friends really changed.
Let's call it an upgrade.
It is how this job of ours goes.
I'd like to think so. How have you been?
Terrible. Once Dad quit, everything was on me.
Parents. We fucking need them.
Who are you to complain? You didn't even get to know yours. I was stuck with mine.
Fair enough. It could have been shit. It could have been great.
Of all the dregs, my dad had to keep his child.
I was
Wow.
adopted.
Win some, lose some.
I
That's
say
true.
numbing on a
Her
strawberry.
parents are a fucking dragon and a goblin or something.
I don't even know who my dad is.
Oh,
Have we
boo
really-
hoo
have
all.
we-
These are an upgrade.
I don't talk about
Interesting.
Trust me, if you saw what I saw, you'd know.
All right, come on in.
We'll share it over a pint later.
I'll tell you the new password later. Sorry, Dolores quit.
Is she doing all right?
She got pregnant again.
Again? What? How many is it now?
9.
9.
Lucky.
That's about 9 too many.
I
Fucking hell.
tell you, the witch is getting on my nerves, even if she is my
I
mother.
wish they were a year round.
Can't be
it.
helped.
Wait,
I suppose.
Dolores is your mother?
He's slow, isn't he?
He's got.
You have 8 siblings?
Now? Well, we'll see, actually. Sometimes it doesn't go well.
And what you're not.
I would have 15, but, you know, life shit sometimes.
Sorry to hear that.
Don't be. 8's enough. All right, come on in, come on in. And as you guys walk through the barrier, instantly, all of a sudden, you hear sounds just barreling all over the place.
Music change?
As just tons of crowds are shouting and just yelling outwardly, like the most excited crowd ever.
Back music, back music, back music.
They're going,
Did you guys see that?
Up-Ang!
I know I put a shitload of posts on the Discord, but did you see the one with the music?
Yeah.
That was so cool.
I gotta start
So
posting
cool.
some of the D&D ones I see on TikTok on there.
But
You guys see
as you
that?
walk in, you see just a plethora of different diversity. Like you've been seeing Dragonborns and maybe a couple of humans. You see everything down here. Some things that some of you have never seen before. You see down in the fighting pit right now what appears to be a massive horned, almost a cow-like individual standing on 2 legs, bashing into what
The
appears to be
Minotaur.
a human with a shield. And that human just gets skewered in as his shield breaks. And everyone starts just screaming
I
in
put 5 on
excitement.
Minotaur.
You actually do know what a minotaur is. They're, or as I call them in this world, Bolkin.
Oh my god.
But Bolkin are actually native to the southern
Give me your
continent,
food. I want
so
your
they are
food.
very common
Why aren't
above
you
where
sharing
you
your
live.
food?
Winston.
Um,
No.
You also see what appears to be a couple of lizard folk. Basically, they look and resemble, for those who've never seen them, dragonborn, but they are much skinnier in design, and their necks are typically a lot longer. They also do not have any of the horned appendages that a dragonborn has. Most of it is all scaled based. But other than that, you also see what appears to be a large amount of humans, all seemingly fresh off the docks, all just in the crowd, shouting and excited. But of course, you also see the normal of there is a few what appear to be half giants sprawled around as like the guardsmen, along with a couple of infernals and dragonborn spread out.
Is there any information like on the boards of who you're fighting and what the pay is to win, what the ante
odds.
is as well?
The tournament locks.
So be it. Take
Uh,
it down.
Well, there's not exactly so
What?
much a bracket. It's more of you get the list of names, and then whoever's in charge currently chooses whoever they want to fight each other. So you don't really get to know. That's kind of the fun part for the audience, is we always get surprised. I'm not currently the chooser this time. That would be Muriel over there. There she is. That's my older sister.
Ah.
She's currently in charge after Dolores quit.
Ariel.
And
She
I'd like
married to
to-
Houston.
Can I ask this gentleman, is there anyone get acquainted with?
Who wants to know?
Say thieves can't meet.
Hmm. Well, I don't know of anybody in the Thieves Guild, but if somebody was looking for the Thieves Guild, more than likely they'd find them around the furthest back area, typically dressed in fine black cloth.
There's
But
your answer.
I don't know if they're there.
And I was never here. Put up my hood.
Jesus.
An upgrade, huh?
I don't know him.
They haven't tried to kill me.
But how do you
That's
sign
fair.
up for this?
I was sorry to hear about that. No, them's the breaks.
The rabbit wants
At
blood.
least it was tried.
thing?
And to think, all three of them then vacated the city.
I don't think she heard you.
I
I do trust them.
wants
I'm
dragon.
Let's just say
Funny.
a
we
rabbit.
dated to deal with them at some point.
Hey.
That's her
So
nickname. the
they'll get
Drax.
theirs.
Well, because of my dad.
There you go.
If you
I'd
see,
like to think when I say that, my eyes glow like the tiniest bit
Baby
of
black
red.
dragon.
just remember, don't talk to Robin. It never ends well.
Ooh.
Every time you talk to her, you lose it.
I'll do my best to keep my cool if I have to talk to her, but I don't intend to talk very much, to be honest.
Good, because she had you under her thumb for so long.
I've just realized that
I told you she was bad for you.
Did anything that happened? Sorry, I'd go back above game. Did anything that happened in Philip's absence? Was there anything close to what would have been able to save? Like, do I need to kill the thing to satiate my?
No, but because you hadn't done something for so long, the individual decided to take control, and that's why it was so hard to them to control themselves around when you guys actually got into action.
Okay.
Basically, he had to
Because
consume
you said
some
I sniped
stuff.
somebody.
Yeah, he did that on his own.
Okay.
He was hungry.
Okay, but that technically still satiated himself.
Yes.
Okay. Because I was gonna say, if I'm here in a fighting pit, but granted I don't have armor,
Shut
but I
up!
wasn't sure if it would be worth it to both get some gold and satiate him as well as make sure that my power.
No, yeah, with the wolf's lives and that other individual's life, he's gotten some food.
I do
You
not
want
need
the
to
little
focus.
small piece?
Yeah, man, go for it. I've just been eating it because it's still.
Though
there.
you do know that he is not too happy when it has to be animal size.
Let's everyone get their last seat so I don't have to listen to fucking dogs anymore. Who does not want
Alrighty.
an
So,
ice cube?
as you guys look, what appears to be a giant wooden, basically plaque that
They
is
bite you in the balls.
about 3 doors lengthwise,
Just because it's too short.
has a huge amount of entries So it is a large list of people who are a part of it, but it does not appear to give you any specific brackets except for the separation of what tournament they're in. So there are two separate groups of lines of people. One is for the martial tournament, and one is for the tournament to the death.
To the death.
No.
Sorry.
The interesting thing is we don't actually tell them they have to kill. It just the name works, and it usually ends up happening.
So
Well,
is
I
it just
can only go on
fisticuffs
the
then in
one.
the other one?
That one is, yes. And we typically don't let you kill people in that one, but it does happen too.
I have to go on the other one technically.
Mostly
I
when
use
large individuals such as
magic.
yourselves get involved, or that individual
Why
there
are you trying
who
so
is
hard
currently
to die?
securing another individual with their
That's a die.
horns.
Kind of proved
Technically,
myself.
horns are a
I
legal
feel like I
weapon.
haven't
Yes.
gotten much of an opportunity.
Can't
to
exactly
prove
tell
my
them to take it
skills.
off, can we?
So
I
maybe
feel like
for
there
a
should be
couple
plenty of
gold,
those.
you can
Plus, you
persuade
already
Guys, I
are.
have a name to
the
upload.
matchmaker.
Yes.
Set you up with
Bunny?
someone
Yeah.
not
Maybe.
terrible.
I want to be known as a terrifying.
Let's do it.
But if
Which
you
one?
transform into another animal and do that, then you
I guess we don't want to do to the death, right?
You, I'm
I
not
have
fighting.
to because all I have is magic and I can't just fight with my fists. So the
No.
other one doesn't work.
We don't want you to die.
You're not
I'm
allowed.
not gonna die.
We don't
I
want
have healing spells.
said the person about to die.
I have healing spells, and
But
he
why?
has a healing
Why
spell.
You don't know
I
which,
can't go in there with you.
Why take the chance?
No, you come get me after.
and you don't know what you're gonna be up against.
They don't know what they're up against. I could turn into a bunch of different things with its own set of health, which means I get more health.
Actually,
points.
I kind of kick ass with my unarmed, frankly.
I'm gonna say you can do the
I still
non-death
get-
one because you can actually punch.
I still get +5
I
to
can't.
hit,
I have
and
to
then
do the
take
other.
4 damage.
Plus rage.
Yeah. How does the rage work with that? Because I normally get
I'm gonna
+5
sneakily
attack
sign
bonus.
my name in.
So rage just increases your damage.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna
rage.
give this a try.
rage
Be
So
gives
really
then,
good
do I
fighting
do
ring.
4 + 2 damage with my fist?
So with your fist, it would be whatever your strength is. Your
Which
strength
is
modifier.
+3.
So you get a 3 points of damage when you hit, plus your rage, so it'd be a 5 damage just automatically. You
And
don't
would
roll
take
it.
half damage.
So you don't roll
and
it.
then what? Oh, no roll, just 5 damage.
So
every
if you
time.
don't have a fist weapon, it's just your strength modifier plus your rage automatically.
1 damage per knuckle.
All right, let's just go
Pretty much.
ahead. Let's do
Can I-
hand to hand. Let's do this.
Can I ask what the
Grappling.
rules for the fight one is?
The rules for the fight one are any weapon
No, I
is
don't
allowed,
think
magic
I
is
don't think it's
allowed,
actually new.
and if your opponent
Uh,
surrenders, you have to allow them
I
to
know
surrender.
it's breaking my
However, they
new
have to
copy.
be
You
vocal.
probably be nude if you want.
Okay.
So
I'm
the reason death
long
seems to
first.
happen a lot is because
Like
by the
flap
time
around.
they are wanting to
Throw them
surrender,
off
they
the
can't
game.
vocally say it anymore.
That's true.
It's like
Yeah,
Austin
yeah.
When you
Warfare.
think of
God
it.
damn
When you say magic, just all
Do
magic
not
is
do
allowed?
it.
Sorry,
Basically,
little
it's a
rabbits.
tournament that
This
says
is not
anything
for- this
goes,
is for- this is
except
not
for the
for
fact
kids.
that
We are
if they
in
surrender, you
charge
have
of
to let them
keeping you
surrender.
alive.
Well, of course.
That is the only actual rule. Also, if you attempt to harm anybody outside of the ring, you are automatically disqualified.
What's the
Duh.
buy-in?
The buy-in is 15 gold.
Fuck me.
I'll do
You're gonna be
it.
my money man. Oh, I didn't know that you had money.
What's the payoff?
But something tells me
It
I
depends on who
did.
you're betting on. Because certain individuals have been in this tournament for a while, so they have higher and better odds.
So, can I maybe give you a couple gold?
So because you're both new fighters, your odds would be very poor,
Very
which
low.
means you'd get paid a ton if you actually won.
Yes.
And that's the
Yeah.
15.
You have to
Those
put
are
in
bad.
15 gold, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Like,
you
I have the
basically
money,
you basically
so
have
I'm
one
trying to
to,
help out one of the
you have
teams.
1 to 9, you have 10 to 1 odds.
I'll pay
I
for
mean,
both
technically,
of
I've
us.
got.
How about
How about
that?
this?
Yeah.
I'll put it up in.
I'll give you
just
back
because.
the 15 gold.
There, I pay for both of us.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't mind throwing in.
All right. Well, then I'm inclined to inform you all, as I'm legally supposed to. Legally. We have a great many veterans who fight in this tournament daily. So if you are matched up against them, we hold no responsibility for what they may do to you.
Can I persuade you to put my friend up against the veteran?
It is not my job to do that. That is Muriel's. Good luck talking
Go
to her.
talk to
I
Muriel.
thought I was talking to Muriel.
No,
Damn it.
Did you hear the male voice?
I am Dania.
Sorry. No.
Muriel just had a
You may
sex
call me
change.
Dan if you wish.
Used to be
Thanks, Dan.
Meryl.
Well, I didn't say that, obviously.
Well, fine then. Fuck you.
Are
Is
you
it
doing-
obvious?
Are you doing the fight one or just the brawl one?
Fisticuffs.
Okay. I'm
Okay,
gonna
he's
go to
doing the
Muriel,
fisties. I'm doing the fight.
But we need
So
to go
to the
talk
death.
to Muriel.
Wait a minute, you gotta
anyway.
fucking fist him?
I'm gonna make
Yeah.
sure that I can say
Jesus.
what I need to say.
I mean, I can
If
go
I have to
ahead
say stop, I
and
can
do
say
to the
stop.
death, but
No, we
I
don't
think
need to
that's
lose.
a
We
bit
don't need to lose.
I
half the
can't-
I'm
fucking
not
I
party.
can't
telling
fight
y'all
with
what
just
to do.
hands.
I'm just letting y'all know what there is.
I'm gonna go up to Muriel and see if I can.
The only one of you who knows what's coming is him. And
I actually had pretty decent persuasion.
so,
I'm going to persuade Muriel
Well,
to.
talk to her
Before you
first.
go into
Well, I'm
the
trying to.
thing,
yes.
guidance.
What is guidance?
I give you like an extra D4 to roll if you ever roll a dice for anything, so it ups your number a little bit.
Nice, thank you.
No problem.
And since that was done before I went in, it's allowed, right?
Since I know he's about to go into
Yeah.
some shit guidance. Because it doesn't cost me a spell slot, so I'm technically still full
That's
on
fair.
all my stuff.
I'd like to do two things. I'm going to talk to Muriel, try to persuade her
To give me a
to give him a
softball.
favorable
give me a
matchup, and
Fuck
then
that.
I'm going to go.
I want
talk
the
to
Minotaur.
Talk to
Oh,
the.
sorry.
alrighty, as you walk up to Muriel, she is a rotund green infernal. She has tied back black hair and a long ponytail. She has two horns that curve from her forehead down into her ears. And she has what appears to be a cut on her lip that kind of goes down to her chin.
Hey Muriel,
What do you want?
my friend over here is new to the ring and hoping to talk to you about giving him a favorable matchup. Not against the veteran. You don't want to see him die.
You think I'll do that?
I'm gonna give her a couple.
You think I'll all of a sudden choose someone because I don't want them to get hurt just because you say
I'm
so?
gonna slip her 3 gold.
You fucking idiot! 3 gold? I'll make more than this by pissing.
Hey, for real?
Depends on who's watching.
That's amazing.
Oh, God!
Give it only farms.
You're gonna fuck me, and you're just gonna give me the hardest one just because.
Only fiends.
So I can't persuade her at all.
You can attempt to
I'm
if you'd
gonna
like.
say-
Roll me a persuasion check with that 3 gold.
Let's say I'm going to just
That
kind of
is a
walk up and hope she
20.
likes...
3.
23.
I'm going to walk up and see if she even just likes bunnies in general, see if maybe this just puts her in a good mood.
I just
Hi.
I don't want to see him die today.
Tell you what, I'll do you a favor then. I promise I won't put him up against anyone I know.
Nobody. Hello!
That's actually pretty
That's
good
probably
deal,
not a
because he
bad
works here
thing.
all the time, and he said that people fight here on the days.
Yeah.
So.
Who are you? Somebody's pet?
Sure.
Well, tell them to put a fucking leash around you.
Kinky.
Oh, this one talks too. She's
I'll just be
fun.
laughing because it's very entertaining.
I'll just wait till you see me fight later.
How do I bet?
Fight?
How do I
Oh, this
bet
ain't
on
no dog fights. We
Right.
don't allow animals in the ring. Okay, that is the exception. He's not an animal, I think.
What if you can transform into animals?
If you're in that tournament, I don't care what you could do as long as you don't die right away so we can make some wages.
Okay. Yeah!
Speaking of wagers,
No.
Hello!
is that an official
Don't.
process,
Yes.
or did we just
Oh.
kind of do that?
No.
on-
God, Pidgewick, is that you?
Hi, Mariel. Been a while. How are you? Glad the pissing's working.
Better now that I'm not dating your ass.
Oh,
Oh!
She's
Good
pegging you, you know it.
Good to see you too.
with our heart.
Glad I got rid of you. Holiness. Ugh. We're not going to win any beauty contests anymore.
Luckily, that's not my goal, so not here for you.
Ugh. I'm insulted. So why are you back? If you're looking for any of your old friends, they ain't around here no more.
I'm not looking for them. These are my friends now, and I'm here to support them.
You got a pet?
Sure. Let's go with that. Let's just say I'm very protective of my pet.
Oof. All right. Make your wages. Get out of my sight.
15 is the minimum wage then.
Hi.
Okay.
For entry.
Tell that to Mr. 3 over here.
This is where I pay for me and
Weirdly,
him
that's what his
since we're going
ex-girlfriends
in.
call him too.
I don't doubt it.
So I'm gonna wait. I'll wage. I'll put 10. I'll put 10 on my buddy.
All right.
We ain't gonna smell it if that's what you want.
No,
I'll also put
I'm the
10.
one paying for me and him because we're going in.
Put your money with your
She's
pet.
not going in.
She's her own
what-
creature.
okay, can we tell her not to go into the ring?
I mean,
We can tell her
technically,
whatever, but that doesn't mean she's
it's
going
a
to
free
do it.
But we're in
Country.
charge of.
Oh, please,
making
enough.
it
Yeah,
live.
I know.
We don't get
I'm
paid.
disagreeing.
Apparently animals can count now too. They
Let's
can
check
talk, they
out
can
her
count.
metal.
What else is new?
And we can always rush in at the
They
last
can use
minute.
magic. They can speak other languages.
I was
Just
being
fucking
a
roll.
I was
corporal.
going to see if I could do something
Rick
to like,
Perrier.
get the odds in our favor.
I was being
only have
a
so many
red.
spells, but I have something I was going to try.
There's
You know
no,
that
Sarcastic?
there's no
Yeah,
fucking
that's
rules.
it. Sarcastic.
Let's do it.
I like it here.
I put 10 on him,
I've also got 10 on him.
and I'm gonna go hang out with the thieves.
What does the
High
ring-
five before we
What do the
fight.
rings look like?
It is
I stumbled
Now you
back
a.
know
a
I'm
little
going
bit.
into a different ring.
Is it like a pit?
It is a
walls?
10-foot
You're
deep
going
pit
into the adult
with
one. I'm
sand
going
on the
into the kid
bottom
one.
and wooden
Because you can
walls
actually
surrounding
punch.
it in
I
a circle.
can't.
Perfect. Okay, that's kind of what I was thinking.
It's okay. I have
What I'm hoping to
chromatic
do,
dragon stuff now.
This
So
will
now I
be
have
fun.
since I have
resistance.
spider climb, is I was going to cast it on him just to give him a weird edge for if he wanted to like use the walls to his advantage.
So in the fist tournament, you cannot use magic.
He can.
It's a fine line.
Roll a deception
We
check.
have a fine line, I say.
Or sleight of hand, your choice.
They're the same. And
9.
Thank God we're not in battle.
I gave him the guidance.
As you are suddenly attempting to cast on him before he gets into the ring,
I was like, good luck, but
you feel another hand on you. You know the rules.
I know that's why I'm wishing him just pure real luck.
Yeah, I know your way. Get that hand off.
Oh jeez, that one missed me.
You're lucky you paid.
All right.
That's all I'm saying.
Burn.
You sound like
I will enter the ring.
That's it. That's it. I'm gonna kill him. Hold me back. Hold me back.
just do
Danya
the
comes
hand out of the
over.
horn
No,
thing.
no. Come on, come on, come on. He's not worth it. He's not worth it.
I do have whole
Always a
person.
pleasure.
I have so
You
much
just make my life
now.
harder every time. Every time.
It's too
Bigger.
much fun. Look
I
at her.
can summon animals.
Look
to
at how dark
help.
green she
I can
is.
ice knife. I can
Well,
do
you know,
that.
she'd be a
I
lot
have
less
flaming
pissed
spear.
if you hadn't also done it with
Yeah,
the other
that's
sister
that.
as well.
I got a lot of stuff.
I
got
Plus, I can make my physical
You're
weapon
not
magical.
By the way, Grandy says hello.
No, to attune to something, I have to summon it, I'm pretty sure. We
No,
haven't
you
had a
just
chance.
cast through it.
Let's just battle. Who are we doing this
You
against?
don't have to.
All right, roll me a d20.
When you attune to an item, don't you have to like sleep with it for a
Yes,
night?
her necklace.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
got
we
a
haven't slept yet.
just a straight roll. No,
Just a
no.
straight roll.
Two.
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 This could be just a randomizer.
He
I
has literally a
I
list
hope
of people
so.
with numbers that he's just rolling for right now.
Okay, good because that was a poor.
I'm
roll.
making that up. I don't know what
Alrighty.
he's got. That's just how I would do it.
It might
Have a
not always-
preset
We
of
shall
people.
see.
It might not always be a bad thing.
For the sake of levity, there is no map because it is you're straight in front of your opponent, so we just have to use visual for this one. Because I didn't know if you'd go to the tournament today, so there's my
yeah.
thought.
You put in fighting ring. Why would we not go to the fighting ring?
We got a bloodlust. What can we?
I
tell
was
you?
trying not to go.
Of course, I didn't think the rabbit would be so bloodlusty, but
Haven't you
I
seen Monty
have a
Python?
reputation to uphold. This pet will prove her worth.
let's do it. That's fair.
Just bring back a prize for my uncle. Maybe then he'd be
That
proud
is
of me.
fair.
Just to give a general idea, then we'll use these.
Yes, perfect.
It gives me
Alrighty.
something to put in the podcast.
And then as you get into this, just really sandy, uncomfortable feeling on the toes when it comes to like how much you sink into it. So it's kind of almost feeling like a little bit of difficult terrain, but due to your size, you're able to avoid it. And then as the doors on the other side open, is a large kind of 2-door wooden.
Portalus, is that what they call it?
No, not
Portcullis.
portcullis. So it's basically 2 doors that open. So it's just 2 large wooden doors.
Ah, I got
And as it opens, a masked individual with what appears to be a large, like, skeleton as its helmet walks out with a kind of muscular human body. Very small comparatively to you, probably only 5'5". Looking up to you, has what appears to be a long sword, kind of like a cutlass design.
I
Oh,
thought
there was
we were
no
doing
weapons.
hand to hand.
And then as he kind of looks to you, like stares up at the crowd,
Yeah, it's just a
No
showboat
armor?
thing.
I'll do the
My
whole
biggest choice.
neck thing.
You guys, the weapon is probably ceremonial.
I'm like, I lean over. I'm like, please don't do
Um,
Yeah, that did not
He was
go well.
guidance by me earlier, though,
Yeah.
so he does have a little bit of a magical edge.
And as he looks to you, kind of just stares. You first, big boy.
Oh yes, let's do this. And as I'm looking him in the eye, I'll tear off my loincloth and throw it to the side.
Oh,
What?
God!
You're
Oh,
naked?
get
Oh, yeah.
okay.
You're letting it all
Oh,
hang
yeah.
out?
I did not need to see that today.
Cast enlarge.
Psychological advantage.
Roll initiative.
It's not that kind of sword fight.
And you get a let's see, a +2. Because the new
10 plus.
that's the
Roll
I
the
was
4.
hoping it was.
No, I got a 12.
Roll the 4.
Oh, hold on.
You have the guidance dice.
But only
Wait a
one.
minute.
Where the hell is
You
it?
want to
Here
use
it
it
is.
now?
No, it goes to everything for the next. I think it's a
Oh.
minute long
Oh,
or
3.
something like that.
So 14. 15. Sorry, 15.
That's better.
All right. He rolled with a disadvantage because of psychological destruction.
I knew it.
You get to go first.
Yay!
All right, I'm gonna. Rah! I will rage.
Alrighty.
I will dismember you.
Don't
With my
fucking do
member.
that. You're not allowed to.
He whips him with his dick.
I'll
It's not
snap it
allowed.
upside. I'll bitch slap him.
All right.
With your dick.
Spinning
As you
fury.
walk up and get close enough for a melee attack, go for it. Roll your d20.
Okay.
Roll your d.
So this is. I'm gonna use some of
20.
my fancy shit.
Sorry, roll your D4.
So can I do? Can I do my reckless attack, which means I get advantage, right?
Yes.
Let's do this.
But then he gets advantage.
Does he get advantage too?
Yeah, reckless makes them have advantage against you as well.
What the fuck's the benefit there?
So you can
Like
hit.
if you're about to finish him off.
Okay, well I'm not finishing out. Now, do I get my great weapons master?
No, not unless you're equipped with it.
All right, let's just do it. Oh, boo! I think that is a 24.
That hits.
All right, so 5 points of damage.
All right, 5 points of damage. He is going to use his reaction to evade, cutting the damage in half.
You little fucker.
That's with the rage.
You old fucker.
Yeah, the rage is what gave him the 5. So he only takes 3 points of damage.
Little bastard.
Alrighty.
I'm
he's
rage on
going-
top of rage now.
All right, he's going to unarmed strike you. That is a 22 to hit.
Fuck you. Yes, I have.
Alrighty. That is 4 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Divided by 2, right?
Right, I've got 2, so it's 2.
11 plus 14.
14 is just under, so you are now stunned.
Oh,
What the fuck?
And then he is going to use his bonus action to do 2 additional unarmed strikes against you.
What the fuck?
it's a monk.
Oh, motherfucker.
It's not good.
First one is a 20, and the next one is a 16.
16 misses.
Okay, so the 20 hits. All right, and that is also 4, so you take 2 more damage.
So I take 4 damage.
So 4 points of bludgeoning damage total.
Damn.
But if you're raging, can you be stunned? Or is
Oh, hold on. Yeah.
Oh wait, you forgot to roll your ice damage, by the way, because you are raging.
Oh.
So you had an additional d6 of frost damage.
And I don't think I can be stunned when I'm raging.
That's a good question. I'm not too sure if stun is part of that. I know it's resistance to poison, fear, and charm, but I don't remember if it's stun.
Let's find out.
Check.
When barbarian raging, can you be stunned? Ah, including when stunned. Boom.
what?
I can't be stunned.
Uh,
You have advantage on strength. And
you have
Wait, hold on.
no.
Stunned is neither.
While
charged
raging, you
nor
gain the following
concentrated.
benefits. You have advantage on strength when you make melee against strength. You have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. No, I don't. I don't see any resistance to that.
Okay.
Oh, you know what it might be? It might be to your racial bonus. That was the.
I don't know. Can you be stunned when raging as a barbarian? It's flitting around it. Here we go, barbarian. Barbarian rage. Okay. I guess I think I can. Alright. That's fine. I'll be stunned.
Oh, you can be blinded, deafened, or incapacitated. It does not count for stun.
Okay.
So
Little fucker stunned me.
that's the danger sense one.
Alright, so he took another 3 points of damage.
Yes. All right. So that would be a total of 6 then, because he cut it in half. So.
Yep.
Alrighty. But with that is the end of his turn. So it is not yours, but since you were stunned, your turn passes. So
Oh shit.
then his turn comes around again, so he will
So
take
you
melee attack.
lose your rage.
Natural 20.
No, I don't. No, not with this whatever the hell this is called.
That is 10 points of damage because of the crit. But that's cut in half, so 5 points.
Jesus.
However, he cannot stun you again because you're still currently stunned. So, and then he's going to bonus action use another key point to do another flurry of blows for 2 more attacks.
Not at all. I got 45 hit points.
That is neither of those 2 hit because that's a 14 and a 10.
Good.
All right, so that just ends with a 5. It is your turn, and you are no longer stunned.
All right. I will attack again.
Alrighty,
That's a 15.
15. That does not hit.
What? You just a fuck. Okay.
You get advantage, right?
No, I didn't. I didn't do reckless.
For your rage? No, it's advantage on saving.
So I missed.
So you got a bonus.
What you're doing bludgeoning though, right? So
Yes.
with the bludgeoning, there is the additional because you did get very close. So that.
Do I do any cold damage to him?
Yes, because it's cold. That was right. I was trying to remember. Because it was cold, it does not. Because you didn't hit, you didn't do damage. But because it's cold damage, you did cut his speed.
Okay.
And then because it is bludgeoning, you do push him away 5 feet.
That's why you rolled
Okay.
So you are able to push him away as
a
well.
D2.
Okay. So no damage, but
But if you wanted to, you could now get some distance from him.
It's called a coin.
It's called the,
that won't do me any good.
No, he'd have to use his movement to do so.
it's called the
It's just a matter of
non-stack
if you
damage.
think it'll help or not to make him waste his movement.
It's called the icicle.
All right. So I'll take 15 feet back.
Alrighty.
Let's see what happens.
And plus his speed is now cut, so. Alright, with his turn, he only has half his speed, so. Nope, he cannot actually reach you, because all of a sudden the frost starts to like really cold, like ice around his legs, preventing him from reaching you. So he cannot get to you. The only way I could do that is, I'd have to use his bonus action instead of being able to do flurry of blows to do step of the wind. So it's still cut in half, but he gets an additional movement. So he cannot use his bonus action now to attack, so he only gets 1 attack on you.
How many does he normally get?
Well, if he had his
Yes.
bonus action, he could use a key point to attack twice.
Oh.
So, but that misses. That's a
Monks are
14.
badass.
So
Apparently.
that is your turn.
Badass.
So because
All
his
right.
14 misses. And
All right. Let's attack again.
Fuck him up.
I'm gonna reckless attack his ass.
Alrighty.
Oh, fuck you!
You did,
Fuck you! That was stupid.
you did reckless? That's advantage.
That's advantage.
Yeah, and
so
I rolled shitty.
what's your
twice.
highest one?
At 15. With all my other bullshit. So
Oh, I
just
thought that was a
figured-
19 for my distance. I couldn't tell it was a 10. Okay.
No.
So that
wouldn't
does
say
not hit.
fuck
However,
you.
it is bludgeoning, so you are still able to
I got
push
him
it
the
back.
cold again.
And his speed is cut again.
Can I take another 15 feet back?
You can go. Let's see.
You're in a ring.
Yep, you're just at the edge of the ring.
Okay.
So.
This is all,
All
stick
right.
and move,
His
baby.
move again.
Stick and move.
So
Has he
1,
quartered
2.
with the movement? No, he's been froze twice.
Yep. So that's as far as he can get, because he's already used up his key points. So that's his turn.
Reckless attack again.
Alrighty. So you move.
There
5
we
feet up.
go. 21.
21 hits.
Alright, so he takes 6 points of damage for the frost. Fuck you. 1.
And then 5 points of damage.
So that's 6.
So 6 points total. He is going to use evasion. So that is cut in half to 3.
Okay.
But he is still frost, so that's another additional. And he is pushed back again.
Yeah, with my bonus action, can I 15 feet to the left?
Is that diffuse his armor class?
No, slashing does that.
The
So-
frost. The frost.
Frost cuts his speed. So frost cuts speed, and then bludgeoning pushes away. So. All right. His turn again. Okay, this time he's able to get up to you.
Okay.
So he'll use his single attack. Crit!
Fuck you!
Dip, dive, dodge. Dip, dive.
I need to touch his dice.
Seriously. Touch his dice. What the fuck?
Oh, damn. I rolled a 1.
Yeah, we were.
So
when we
even
were
with
going
a-
to items
even with
on
a
this,
double,
are you
that's-
doing any D4s on anything?
That's 6 points total,
She got
even
it.
with a
Oh,
double.
fuck. I haven't been doing any of the D4s. Fuck.
That doesn't apply to attack.
Oh.
Guidance is for ability scores.
Oh. Okay.
So he did 3 points of damage to you. He rolled very low. All right, so that's his turn.
Alright. I'm going to reckless attack again. Alright, 23.
That hits.
Another 3 points of damage.
Alrighty.
Come on, piece of shit.
He is looking rough. Looks like you're beating him down.
Excellent.
I'm trying to get a better
Come
roll.
on, man. I got some gold on you.
All right, because
Oh, hold on. I got to run my 20 feet past him.
yep, and because you've used bludgeoning, so yep. All right, he's got to use his half movement, but he's still just within range.
Nice.
Oh,
Oh, easy, baby.
That's not too bad.
First one is a 16,
Misses.
and the other one is an 18.
Hits.
Alrighty. Alrighty, that is 9 points, but cut in half, so that is 4 points of bludgeoning.
Shut up!
She'll be back soon.
Alrighty, but that is your turn.
All right, let's reckless attack again. 19.
19 hits.
There we go. 11.
Oh, you're
Oh, sorry,
Alrighty.
10.
10. How do you want to do this?
Fuck him up, Up-Ang.
Well, I'm not trying to kill him, right?
Correct.
Just
So
break
let's
his spine
go.
a little bit.
Boom! On either side of his ears.
Icicle
Oof.
his head.
Crack you in the
And
skull.
as you just smack the head, the frost builds like a helmet around the bone helmet he has. As it frosts over, you see him kind of just poof out a little bit of ice as he drops to the ground.
Nice. Just keep walking. Don't stop. Just keep walking. Don't stop. I'm like, oh, 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 oh.
Put your fucking voice off, my friend.
You hear a
Roll my
couple
dick.
people in the background.
Big shaded! Big shaded!
No. Do not try to. He will bite you. Do not try
I
to
think he
touch
just
him.
needs to bite me. Like, get out of
He
this.
will bite you. No.
You have to understand, she doesn't learn.
Yeah. He won't be like, oh, she's trying to be sweet. No. He'll be like, fuck this. I'm gonna bite her.
But
I
say she
gave
has
him
gotten
a
bit by our
pizza crust earlier.
bird so many times, despite multiple times of us realizing
Chill out.
he's not going to be friendly.
Chill the fuck
Sweet. I'm gonna go collect.
Likewise.
I'm not going.
Alrighty, as you go up and the money is placed down. So you bet 10, you bet
That's what I
10, And then how much did you
15.
bet? 15. So. And then did you bet anything, hon?
On myself.
On yourself? Okay.
Oh right.
You didn't put 15 on?
Yeah, I'm assuming it was different fights.
Yeah, well, her fight's coming up now.
Already. So you brought in 65 gold.
Yoo-hoo!
You brought in 45. And you brought in 45.
Oh yeah.
I'll give you back your 15. That's only fair. So I'll take 50.
I'm gonna turn around and put 15 on her as well.
I will put.
So I'm pocketing 30.
Oh God, this is scary.
Roll me a d20.
Oh,
I
no.
will also put. I'll put 10 on her.
I'll
9.
I'll put 10 on her as well.
I said 15.
Or is 15 the minimum bet?
15 is
for
the minimum
entry.
bet, or 15 is for
That was for
entry into the
entry.
tournament.
I gotcha.
The minimum bet is 10.
Okay, I'll
So-
put 10 on.
I am gonna go talk to these folks so we can work. Get that cash.
And for our next bout, we have in the Tournament of Death a new entry, a small furry creature from lands unknown.
This is ridiculous. You're gonna.
Minxie.
Why do you have to go small?
Minxie. Minxie. No. Oh, baby, what do you eat?
Here comes the White Rabbit. Everyone just kind of quietly looks,
Come here.
like one of those moments where you hear the cricket in the background
I'm just eating on a strawberry.
as everyone just stares.
I'm clapping.
Yeah.
I'll stomp my feet.
Yeah. Anyone have
Good man.
thaumaturgy? Create a crowd noise.
And then facing her is a new entry, but one that has come up from beneath the end to come
Thank
to the
you.
top
Not a
of the
veteran.
tournament.
Oh, shit, here we go.
The Doctor is in.
Plague Doctor, probably.
Boo. Boo.
Probably 2 magic users in here.
Boo.
As
Oh,
a
the
man
magic.
dressed in a large
Fine, and
black
resistance.
cloak with black leather armor walks out wearing a bird-like mask.
Yep, Plague Doctor. Called it.
Yeah, hey, do you have any?
Yes, I do now.
Yeah,
Come
kill
back,
her! Kill
Yeah, this will
her!
be interesting.
And you notice, all of you who are in the
Oh,
crowd,
it's a reaction.
you notice a bunch of people all start putting
As a bonus
on what
action-
appears to be masks
or no,
over their
that's
face.
gifts.
Because they're fans of his?
I can infuse things.
Sure.
Reactive resistance.
No, honey, I don't want
Acid, cold, fire,
go
lightning,
somewhere
or
else, please.
poison. I can give
No, thank
myself
you.
resistance up to
No,
2
no,
times.
sweetie.
So
No,
if they
thanks.
use it against me,
I saw
I
it.
can say no.
You're too stinky.
All right, here we go.
I have my lucky footwork and all that other stuff. I got a lot of stuff.
All right.
Let the surgery begin!
Can I cast Identify on his belongings?
it
Do I have
take,
to be holding it?
yeah, well that, and it also takes about 10 minutes to identify an item.
The battle will be over by then.
I also have a
Alrighty.
message now.
Roll me
She-
initiative.
What is that?
She wanted to be at,
I
at
can,
the adult table for Thanksgiving, so here we go.
6.
Come here,
The
baby.
message
There's
is
still a chance.
Minxie, come here, baby.
I can
Minxie.
sort of
Come here,
telepathically
baby.
send a message.
Right.
Ladies first.
Aw.
Nice.
As the glowing kind of red glass around the eyes just stares at you, patiently waiting.
Fuck. That's creepy.
It's creepy, but it's like.
That's
yay.
called confidence.
Hit the
Be
creepy
careful.
bastard.
Reason.
Yeah.
Stomach.
Here is Oh, I don't have charm person anymore. Okay, not going that route.
No, fuck him up.
You're gonna have to battle him.
Yeah, you have to battle him.
Make him like me so he just
No.
willingly surrenders.
You jumped in the ring.
I know. Hold on.
Please tell me that wasn't your
Um,
plan the whole time.
Before I turn into any animal, let me see what he's about.
You stun
So,
him?
I do have hold person.
Yes. Perfect.
I'm just trying to think what to use for my bonus action as well.
By the way, there were 2 people in this tournament on those rolls that were possible that were high up. You happened to roll one of the 2.
Oh, no.
What'd you say?
There were
I
2
got one of the
members in the
2.
tournament that were technically not known by her and that were still high up in the tournament.
Oh,
So there was a potential of those 2, and she happened to roll one of them. The other one is a man, or is on the name entry called Gravedigger.
Nice.
Just a name.
Doesn't mean anything.
Have you met Gravedigger? It's just a name. I would love to meet Gravedigger, dude. You have no idea.
Well, as a bonus action, since I really only have like nothing.
You were so
mean-
confident.
Well,
You
bonus
were like,
actions, I
"Let's
have-
fucking get in
I
there."
have a lot of action stuff, but bonus action wise, I don't have a lot of stuff. I'll go ahead and do my shillelagh to make sure that my physical weapons are ready, and then I will start with hold person to see if I can paralyze him.
Shut up. That's enough.
So wisdom saving throw,
Wisdom saving throw for what kind of effect?
paralyzation. I'm holding.
16.
Succeeds. That was a nope. Nope rope. What you call a venomous snake?
I was
The
gonna
nope
say.
rope.
I feel like I've heard that before.
The boop noodle are the friendly ones.
Ah, yeah.
Nope, he
Thanks,
succeeded.
What?
Whole person.
No. At some point before she dies, I want to go talk to the thieves before we have to start a big giant brawl in this place. It's with the jump. Old person's great because it's like you just crit on them,
What's hold person?
they're just stuck.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, and
The
anytime
target
you hit
must
them, it's like
succeed.
a
The date of
auto
each.
hit.
But it didn't work, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
it did not work.
As he just kind of looks to you as the spell kind of dissipates around. All right.
Oh, no. This is why we gauge.
That is 25 to hit.
Yep.
Fuck me.
We're level 4.
You did want this.
We're level 4.
I know.
I wonder what level we are.
Well, just especially thinking like if a 25 hits.
You take 6 points of piercing damage. And I need you to make a
And-
Constitution saving throw. As all of a sudden, seemingly just as quick as a flash, his left hand goes into his pocket and pulls out a small crossbow that shoots you in the leg.
How many points of damage?
6. And I need you to make a con save.
But you have your reaction.
Not for just a crossbow. If it
But
had
it's-
any kind of
but-
elemental thing.
That's what I'm saying. Is it poison or something?
Depends on what she rolls. Constitution saving throw. Just made the DC. Bravo. So nothing additionally happens.
I was about to say, because I have the gift of the chromatic dragon with reactive resistance, so depending on what it was. But hey, I succeeded, just like he succeeded his, so it's back and forth.
No.
Alright.
Alrighty.
It's a delicate dance.
So with that,
I'm
he
surprised
is,
if it was a crossbow that was a con and not a dex, like a reaction to dodge it or
he is
something.
going to use his bonus action, and you see him pull out what appears to be a small vial and pours it over the crossbow.
Poison. I'll yell. Poison!
A little bit of the doctor's medicine. Your move next, young miss. As he's pulling back the crossbow.
Okay, what's a good animal for this fight?
I want to do something.
What's a good animal for this fight?
What would you like to do?
Please don't.
Well, I want to
Yeah,
meta.
don't help her.
No, don't get us in trouble.
I
We
want
don't need
to-
the entire place fighting us.
I know. That's why I wanted to talk to people. I will not do anything yet.
Just get your popcorn.
Anything involving my fight, like go do your thieves guild thing. Maybe they have influence or
She
something.
might surprise you.
As you go over to the Thieves Guild, by the way, there is a very tall man, humanoid, with what appears to be a dark blue face and a large red beard with a wide brimmed hat with basically pure black, and then his long black coat and what appears to be like sitting behind him on the couch itself, just kind of sitting around, is a shovel. As he kind of looks up to you.
Can I help you? Yes, I'm hoping I can help you. And I say this all in peace camp. What kind of work are you looking for? Well, what kind of work do you have? Maybe item needs to be repossessed or something of that nature. Maybe someone needs to disappear. No children. No children, you say? What kind of jobs do you expect to get here if you're not willing to do anything? I wasn't doing.
Don't look at me. This is all you, brother.
Children are just more targets. Get out of my sight, weakling. Okay.
As the other three individuals dressed in just pure black cloaks look up to you. And they just give you the wave to say, get out.
Alright, I'll go. I'm gonna go kill children.
You gather it wasn't so much that they wanted you to kill children, it's more of the fact that you had any caveats about anything. Means that you're a person who's not willing to do anything for money. And as a Thieves Guild member, that makes you almost a hazard for them.
Yeah, okay. I told him I'd steal shit for him, but whatever. Alright, now we can jump in.
So, it is your move, Taylor. Or
She's
Serenity.
got this.
Yeah, let's hope so.
How many hit points do you have?
Currently 21 of 27.
What level is that monk I was fighting?
Hmm?
What level was that monk I was fighting?
You don't know.
Oh.
But based on the HP level, probably pretty low.
Yeah. You're doing pretty good.
Also, that he ran out of key points quite quickly.
Yes, thank God.
Is my boomerang a simple or martial weapon?
I believe it is considered a simple weapon.
Okay. Bonus action, I'm going to chromatic infuse it. I don't know, what should I do? My aesthetic would be cold, but alright, cold. And so for the next minute, I can add an extra d4 of damage.
So it's a D8 because of Shillelagh and a D4 extra because of the frost.
Yes, I believe so.
Alrighty.
So, and then for my action, I'm going to throw the boomerang.
Alright, roll to hit.
22!
22. That hits.
Yeah,
So
good.
that's rolled low. That was a 1 on a d8. It's a good thing I added the d4. 3.
3.
So 7 total.
As
It's
it
so much
goes
better.
next to him, you notice it hits, and then he immediately turns with the damage, and it just flings back off of it and back to you as he uses Uncanny Dodge to cut that damage in half as well.
Where did that Austin Powers noise come from?
It's this one.
I heard like a Bondish / like Austin Powers thing.
Oh, that was my phone.
James Bond.
Yeah, I kind of hate the fact that my brain went to Austin Powers first. But I think of like the like the Dr. Evil.
Alright.
Bless you. Thank you for actually pushing your sneeze away.
That's an impressive weapon. Never quite seen one used that way before.
Tossing it up in my hand.
I'll have to write that down in my notes afterward. Now, if you wouldn't mind holding still, this won't only hurt for a few seconds.
Can't promise that. I am a bunny. I'm light on my feet.
That is 22.
Damn.
As he shoots right into like a side part of your stomach.
Jesus.
And I need you to make a Constitution
don't let
saving
it
throw.
fall.
Reactive
Don't let it
resistance?
fall.
Reactive resistance.
I see.
Reactive resistance.
No.
Acid, cold, fire,
Jesus.
lightning, or poison damage.
Okay.
Resistant.
So it cuts it in half.
Sweetheart.
So I need you to roll a
You gotta be
Constitution
careful.
saving throw.
You can put her down.
Well,
That is a failure. You take
at least I cut it in half.
you take 9 points of poisoning damage,
Is that half?
and that is halved to 5.
Okay. Big girl, you gotta stop walking on the tripod. Shake it.
And then the damage for the crossbow
Oh, God.
is an additional 5. So 10 points total. See? That was quick. And then he'll use his bonus action. He pulls out another vial.
Jesus.
This is a little different. I want to see its effect on your kind. As he pours a blue liquid onto it.
We're gonna heal first. Thank God it's a bonus action.
Alright, well, that is your turn.
Bonus action, healing word. There's no food in it, it's fine. 10! Got 10 of my hit points back. Back to 21. Seriously. Animal. What's a good something fast.
Tiger.
It's something fast. What do I have in my repertoire?
Can you hold him?
Well, I only have one level 2 spell slot left because I used level 2 healing word to try to get a lot of hit points back. So I'm trying to think what's a good animal that I could summon because I could still wild shape afterwards if I had to. But what's a good animal that's gonna distract him in a sense?
Answer.
Boar, cat, deer, elk, giant weasel, goat, panther, rat, wolf.
A wolf or
Well, let's see. Panther has 13 hit points with 12 armor. Hit points aren't really going to matter. It's going to be armor class. Either way, they're going to get hit. Panther can move farther, though.
And it has better attack.
That is true.
You're gonna need it.
Yeah, I see it here. The pounce, if it's at least running straight for it. Bite and claw. Okay. So for my action, I'm going to summon a panther.
Oh, you're doing the companion thing?
My summoning. Druid spell, summon beast.
Does it say what CR rating it has to be? The
Creature
strength
rating.
of the creature.
A bestial spirit, it manifests in an unoccupied space so you can see within range.
Oh, it's a spirit. Okay, so it probably has a stat bar at the bottom of the.
Choose an environment, land. Resembles an animal of your choice, native to that chosen environment, which determines certain traits in its stat block. The creature disappears when it hits 0 or when the spell ends.
Oh yeah, there's the description of the creature right there. All right. So as the ethereal panther, what kind of description would you like to give of your design for a panther? As it is a spirit.
Probably like one of those Black Panthers, but it's got like the white tribal marks kind of going down its back.
Oh, nice. Cool.
I'll say, am I following this or am I following the panther stats? Because
You're following that. You're not summoning a panther. You're summoning a spirit. So you use the spirit stats.
oh, okay.
I'm gonna try and
Good luck getting in the ring to do that. I just don't want you getting us in trouble with everybody, and then we have to fight everybody down here.
I get it.
Let's just see what happens. He's not dead.
Attack and control.
So that summoning is a action. It's not a bonus spell.
And then the bonus action was my healing spell, so now it would
it's
be
just
defeats.
its turn, yeah.
So I'm trying to think though. So it has pack tactics, which has an advantage on attack roll against a creature if at least one of its allies is within 5 feet. But there's
You'd
no
have to
allies.
move with it.
Yeah.
So
Sort of trying to stay at the ranged fighting spot. So the only attack it really has is Maul.
okay.
So that's just make it run to him,
Then
and I
again,
guess
this
we do
guy's
that.
pretty good at
My spell attack modifier. Attack. Nope. 10.
As the spirit comes and jumps at him to maul, he just kind of moves gracefully out of its way. That's an intriguing creature, Summon. Your magic is unique. Question is it yours or not? I'll have to open you up to see. Don't worry, you'll live.
Nice.
Not really worried about that part.
Alright, his turn. He's going to use Poison Bomb as he pulls out what appears to be a small, like circular glass jar. So unlike the rest of his small vials, it is just a pure circle of a glass jar. Why don't you hold your breath? He just tosses it into the middle of the space.
Ring.
As a gas begins to spew around, and all of you now look at all the people who are wearing masks and start to hold them over their nose.
What? In the whole arena?
They all knew what was coming.
So what
Oh,
I'm going to
shit.
do is I'm going to grab the mask off the nearest guy to me.
Roll a
That-
strength check.
That is now mine, motherfucker.
The rest of you need to make Constitution saving
Fuck you.
throws.
I'm gonna steal one off of someone.
Don't eat it.
Roll
Don't
me
eat
a
it.
sleight of hand.
Come on.
She tried. It went under because she nudged it underneath the table. It's
Hold on.
Constitution.
Whoa.
Jesus, for the love of God.
Oh no! It was a 15.
How
in
am I
there.
supposed to fucking get it?
Where is it?
Under the
No,
table.
maybe. Stay away.
I see it.
My first roll
Come here.
was.
You get down that in small fry.
Come here.
Is it kind of cocked if I roll it in there?
What was the roll?
Yeah, you can re-roll.
No,
No.
I'll re-roll that
Yeah.
bad boy.
My original roll in there was a 21.
Woohoo!
Well,
19,
I'll say you can re-roll.
24.
I don't have anything to do my Constitution,
That's a
but I still
20.
got an 18.
20.
No,
All right.
I'm sorry, 21.
You're easily able to swipe
Nope.
the nearest mask next to you. And what was yours?
24.
24. You just
Oh,
pick up
you
the
guys.
guy.
And I'll just toss him. Mine! I'm like, mine!
As one of the humans you steal from.
Wait! And I will whoop on my face.
18.
18. That does save.
Eee.
So even though it does start to go into your lungs, you're able to kind of shake it off as your eyes all of a sudden,
So is this
as
filling?
they just spew out the toxin from your nose.
So is this filling
Like
the
an
entire
infernal
air,
Right.
or just like?
Yeah,
kind
it
of
is in the air.
Okay,
So
it's
you need to make a
everywhere.
con save. Did
Can
you
I
make
steal one for her?
Not, no, because you're on the top of the thing. She's down in the ring.
Is there enough? Gas? Is it clouding views?
It's not a smog. It's more of like once you saw it spray out, it just became like an invisible smell, and everyone just started coughing. So everyone who's
So you
wearing
threw
a
a fart
mask,
bomb.
Come here.
Pretty much.
Minxie. Come here, Minxie.
so
Minxie.
it was not a smoke bomb.
Google that.
13.
That fails. Roll one for your spirit.
Ooh. This would more just be like for fun and for flair. Would I be able to summon my little familiar and have his little wings flap
11.
away from, like, flap the air out of my face?
Sure, why not?
Let's just say that's what's helping me.
Both of them fail, so
Yeah.
you are both paralyzed.
Is that bomb still going off?
The smell is still in the air, yes.
But is it
It'll go by rounds. So next round,
It's
I
not
may.
like actively coming out of his little blast.
No. It was just an initial spew.
It's still in
It's
effect,
just
though.
but
it's still
it
in
lingers for a little while. Alrighty, so
I kind of want to test to see if this is explosive or not, and just create a bonfire, see if the whole place blows up.
you're welcome to try.
You would go with it. You're
I'd
in
win.
here too. Do you?
I'd win.
The
It's
whole
alright, I'll
campaign
survive.
is over.
It's not like I would know.
Alrighty,
How's, how's she looking?
he is going to use his movement.
I'm at 21 and 27. I'm just paralyzed.
Oh, okay. I thought.
Oh no. Oh no.
As he comes up to you,
Let it be a deck save, please.
Don't you have your reaction? Your golden.
she can't take any
Chromatic.
actions as she's paralyzed.
No, her chromatic dragon.
It's not taking any damage.
Yeah, it's not a damage.
It's resistant to damage. So I'm just stuck.
She's got this.
Sorry about this. I know it feels a little weird, but don't worry, you won't feel a thing. As he pulls out a small little blade.
No.
Cutting around here shall do it. As he comes up to your chest area, right above your breast. Just
Somebody
going to
stop
take
him
a
now.
small piece.
Somebody stop him now. This feels highly inappropriate.
Alright.
Any attack on you is an automatic crit.
No, it's just advantage.
No, when you're paralyzed.
Yeah, it's just advantage.
Any attack that hits the creature is an automatic crit.
If the it's within 5 feet. Add that extra part.
Sorry.
Details matter.
That is a 20 to hit.
Fuck, dude.
Jeez.
What the fuck is up with your dice tonight?
I'm gonna send.
Oh, fire.
I'm gonna
I'm
send.
gonna say I'm rolling shit and he's rolling great. Can
gonna
I borrow
cast
yours, please?
my I'm gonna cast my cantrip message.
You
and
should
say-
do my little shitty dice. That
please-
could done me quite well.
Hold on.
Heavy, heavy metal.
I'm gonna cast a cantrip message to Serenity and say, please let us know if we need.
Sorry, you rolled
I
think
really
that was
shitty.
a good time.
And you're allowed to message back.
I think that was a good time.
Really?
You take
What the fuck you
10
asking for?
you take
Okay.
10 points
Damn, I just
of
healed
slashing
that.
damage.
I just healed for that.
Can she not
And
force it?
because
Wait, can you not just call out?
I can't speak while I'm paralyzed.
We can throw in the towel for though.
We'll throw in the towel.
Can we?
Yeah, we can do whatever the fuck we want.
I
You're
haven't
the fucking
speaken.
you need to
barbarian.
make a Constitution saving throw. Which
I'm
you
gonna say she forfeits.
I'm chaotic neutral. I don't follow rules.
17.
17 as a success, so you are not poisoned.
Not poison.
She
Hold on. It's not,
forfeits.
let's wait.
As he takes a
she's
small
even.
tuft of fur off of you.
Okay, that's just a haircut.
As he takes out a little vial.
Okay, that's just a haircut. Okay.
I think he likes
hair. Cut your rabbit. Hair.
Oh, I get it.
As he gets closer.
He's got a mask on.
Interesting. Alrighty.
How
It
many-
is your turn. But you are paralyzed,
How
so
many rounds are you paralyzed for? Or do you not know?
I can't move or speak.
It might be.
So
like
what
a
exactly
saving
can I
throw at
do?
the top of each round.
you make another con save because it is your turn now.
Right.
Natural 20, nice. You break free of the paralyzation in a just instant burst of strength.
Yeah, she goes. "Roar!"
Interesting. More resistant than I thought. May I have a drop of your blood?
So you,
Don't
can
ask.
you can take my foot up your ass. I'm helping
Nah. First,
Put your loincloth back on, dude.
out.
You
You
won.
never put it back on.
You won.
it's still kind
That's
of
his
in my
mask.
hand.
I feel
It
so
still
great.
has
That's his
that
mask.
extra D4, the boomerang, but he's right in front of me, so I'm just gonna try to like right in his face with
Roll
it.
an attack.
Yep, that's plus 5. Why did I roll this thing? Okay, that's fine. 23.
23 hits.
Okay, so that's my 1d8 plus 3, and then the 4,
Is that a dirty 23 or a natural 20?
30, 23.
Okay.
Why? This is the second time a D8 has given me a 1. Come on.
So a D8 plus your magic modifier. That's 4
4,
plus 2 is
6. Last time I did 7.
As
What
you
the hell?
Smash against him.
Fuck
Attempt.
off,
Where are
dice.
you trying to hit?
I was just trying to smack him across the damn face.
As you hit the mask, it does start to give a little bit, but he turns with the hit and uses uncanny
Well,
dodge.
you gotta get that fucking mask off him. Is what you need to do.
That's what I tried to do with the
No,
smack.
but with purpose.
During his turn.
Ah!
Oh, sorry,
Is
your
the animal?
creature's turn.
Yeah, I was gonna
Roll
say.
a
No, I didn't
Constitution.
even use the bonus action yet.
Oh, right, you didn't. I'm sorry.
Goodness gracious! Calm down.
Sorry.
Great
I didn't.
clouds of
Sorry.
poison.
I'm not.
Jace!
She's like the female version of me.
She didn't take.
I heal for 4.
Yeah, no,
All right.
that's how I came
Would
up.
you like to attempt to leave his area?
Oh, because that's where the gas is.
Shit.
So what you can do?
Okay,
you-
can I resend what I just did to do something else? That might be better.
If you want to take away the heal, yeah.
Yeah. This might be better. To get away from his area, as a bonus action, without provoking opportunity, I rabbit hop 10 feet in the air. I don't know how you're gonna. Wee!
As you hop directly over him.
I did a flip.
Little Kung Fu Panda.
Not like that!
All right, and then your creature needs to make a con save as it's his turn again.
Nope.
All right, so he's still paralyzed.
Well then, doctor's work is never done. Oh, that's right. I wanted to test this.
That is 20 to hit.
Oh.
Yes.
Alrighty. I need you to make another con save.
16.
Alright, so you did 9 points of piercing damage.
Mm.
However, you did save. So as you shrug off an even more potent paralyzation
Oh, shit.
feature,
Did 2
which
points
seems like it
left?
would have done a lot worse too.
Okay.
He just kind of looks
You can call yourself out.
I
impressive.
could now.
Let's
Oh,
do
yeah.
it.
I was hoping to find out what did this do to you. Oh well. Time to be invasive.
Alright.
I guess another attack.
Dude, I am a freaking master of multi-classing when I create villains to the point where I don't make nice villains.
I'm
Like,
figuring
I
I'm
know
pretty sure
this
I
is
have to
why
wait
I
until
don't
his turn
play
is done.
anymore because I've broken too many DM's games.
I have to wait until his turn is done to say anything.
That is a 21.
Right?
Yes.
Damn. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Someone's gonna have to come get me.
We'll come get you.
That is a 6 points of slashing damage.
Slash it. Yep, down.
As he just kind of walks off over to you.
Oh, this won't kill you, but it won't tickle.
And he
Don't bite.
slices down on your lower leg,
Ow.
right above you, right just
All right,
shy of
let's
the
go.
ephemeral
She's
artery.
down. All right, that's enough. I'm jumping. in.
She yields. I'll yell it out.
As he bends down over to you,
Like I said, I was just interested in a little vial of this.
as he picks up a little bit of your blood in a vial.
Nice meeting with you. See you later.
Really thought I would have done better than that.
Well, you know what?
I've got good spells. I've got good attacks. I got good reactions. I just
You
got
just-
paired against the one.
You
guy.
rolled terribly out of a d20.
I'm not using the snow dice anymore.
like I said,
Apparently they're
there
rigged
was
against
only
me.
2 chances, 2 out of 20
Right.
to roll those
Could
2
you get her
individuals.
back?
Hon, at some point you gotta realize that
Oh.
if you're rolling shit the entire night, online and physically, that you gotta let me re-roll at some point.
Does
It cannot just be shit the
You'll be
entire
sleeping on the
time.
couch tonight.
There's no such game.
does the
Which sucks is my couch is a chair.
does the arena have any sort of a
It
I've
does.
got
So
potions
as
on
you
me
all
and you can heal
I
me.
can
rally
heal wounds.
around trying to heal her and find out if she is okay after meeting the doctor, that is where we'll end for the night.
Nice. Good battles.